That is a record.
I'm pretty much sure that the next time I do it, Graham's going to kill me, so I've got incentive to not.
Okay. So I'm ready when you guys are. Hello.
Okay. Who just went?
What's that?
Wrong. He's in his own
Did
channel.
you put it in his own channel, Graham?
I might have done.
Might have. Just maybe.
Does he know? That would be the funniest thing.
I mean,
Oh.
the
Wait, so... Okay.
Wiki contest.
So who created that channel and moved everyone?
No one moved. You came here on your own accord.
Yeah, sure.
Bloody hell.
All right.
Anyway.
Since the DM was complaining we spent too much time in Flamescore.
I wasn't playing.
Let's leave right away.
Well, hang on. Potions first. Need potions. Need
Oh, yeah.
potions.
need bolts.
Need balls. What?
Bolts, not balls.
I
Like
still didn't
crossbow
hear the
bolts?
differentiate. Oh, bolts.
Balls.
Oh. Gotcha.
I think the Austrian accent was ruining it for us.
Sorry.
Oh, freeze.
Why can't haha.
You can now. By the way, Graham, I still have access to Rogar's token, just so you know.
Cool.
Okay, nobody's looking at the chat.
Right.
Yes, I am. That was the chuckle.
Ooh, Graham.
What?
For this session, is it too late to get that funky macro that does bolts and arrows counting?
It's already set up. It's up to you to set up on your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so by the way, you, Graham, now that you've done this, you're the only one who can reset our spell slots, I think.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I think you just type it.
There's a long rest function I've read about that's supposed to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I had a character sheet in another game, and I was just updating my spell slots as we went along.
Yeah, okay, you can do that too. The only problem with me is that it doesn't work for the Hexblade or for the Warlock because
yeah, well, Warlocks are just difficult. So
yeah, they are. So I'm just gonna leave it to 0 because I'm counting my spell slots from. I can hear that from one of the 3
I was
badges.
trying to be careful.
Just make another background noise to compensate. Just sing while you drink.
I can sing and drink at the same time.
Yeah, background noise. Forget all about it.
Ah.
I feel like I might have missed something.
Yes, you have.
Maybe.
You will never know.
I wasn't late though, was it? Just
Alps
a lot.
ice-phobia.
Everyone turned up really early this time.
Super keen. Super keen. What's a big one?
So we need to buy things, don't we? That's what we need to do.
And we should probably have a chat with the governor since we're doing this job for him. Whoa.
What are you up to?
That's, that's not me. Is that an area of effect thing that somebody's doing?
It's coming from your token.
Well, I didn't do it. Somebody put 300 feet aura on me. Who did that?
I wonder who.
Mm-hmm.
I can my roll 20 spread. What are you up to then? What are you doing? You're Famarin. What's going on?
We're going to see. Well, we're looking for Dobson, but oh, there he is. He's up there.
Oh, you seem to have found Brandon and Gavin, who are they're looking at you quite sheepishly as you walk around the corner.
They are Brandon and Gavin.
Going
Hello.
on wanders
I'm
off.
going to Dobson. Who's Brandon?
Brandon is Dobson's helper, friend, person.
And who's Gavin?
He's the blacksmith's assistant.
Oh, right.
Don't remember anything.
Not really.
We remember as long as they're where they should be. As soon as they get out of their shop, we don't know who they are.
You wait till
Careful.
they're in
If
the
you
fight.
keep saying that, that's how you get moved to a different channel by our glorious DM.
All right.
Hungry, kind of the mood.
So Dobson's not here.
No, he's up here,
There he always is.
where he always is.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it doesn't confuse you. It's like,
I'd like to ask Dobson if he has any arrows for sale.
oh yes. I've got some arrows. How many after?
How much for 20? What have you?
I've got a barrel all over there. They're 1 gold piece for 20.
Fantastic. That's a deal. And I hand him a shiny gold piece.
You're just getting one lot.
For 20 arrows, I don't fire so many as you. I'm more of
Can
a
I also
rebel.
ask him if he has like 10 crossbow bolts?
I do. Yes. They're also in the barrel. I'll do you 20 for 1 gold piece.
Good. And I'll hand him over that piece.
Are you
I'm
alright,
fine.
Thompson? Do not choke on your potions.
So, Ron, are you going to use that potion I gave you this week? Let me know how the effects are. I'm keen to learn.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea. I'd like to buy 40 arrows, please.
Yes, I think I've got. I've only got about 20 left, actually. I don't keep that much of a stock. You might want to check with Zagar, see if he's got any. But I can certainly
I'll
do
make
20.
do with 20. Yeah.
Fantastic. Are you all off on a nice adventure today, then? Anywhere nice? Anywhere fun?
Let's hope so. We are on a mission for the governor. Graven, are you wearing your new armor by any chance?
I am, as you can see.
Wait, what? That's new.
My big, shiny, definitely not cursed armor.
When did you get that?
Last session.
I wasn't there.
Last
So-
session, we found a mysterious-looking set of plate armor.
We found the king's treasure. Too bad you were not around.
And you think it might be cursed, and you're still wearing it.
Well,
This is
I
what it
don't
looks
kn-
like,
I
Alex.
don't know
Anyone
it's
else who wasn't in the session.
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
Oh my
Without
god, I
all the
want
flavors.
it.
but it's got to be cursed, doesn't it? Looking like that.
Well, hang on, I'm more worried about the invisible man still inhabiting the midriff of it.
No, that's not in the. That's not in the armor. That's just a effect.
No, I've just got my beer belly hanging out of that gap now.
It's a critical hit.
So
Turn and slap it.
Cloud just invokes a big great sword and says, "Would you like to test it?" With a big smile.
Actually, no. I think maybe not. I've had to think about this. Probably test it in the field.
All right then. Cloud looks obviously disappointed.
I should like to purchase a light crossbow and some bolts if you have any.
Oh yes. In fact, I've got both of those. It's 25 pieces for the crossbow, and I throw in 20 bolts to get you started.
Well, that's very generous. May Kellenvor bless you.
Oh yes, well, thank you very much, and you too, yes.
Good old Dobson.
Shall we? Are we done with the shopping? Shall we speak to our governor? Oh, in fact, before we do, we should probably stop in the vault. We have to bring those things that Capa Mariosa has sent us. There is a letter of invitation that we should take to enter the Bastion Bay without trouble, and that big chunk of gold and her letter with us in case we want to
Yeah,
return it. Yeah.
idea.
I'm just handing over these silver pieces. 3 counting out all these silver pieces.
Why didn't I think?
Dobson
One.
smiling away.
2, 3, 4.
I'm sorry, Evil Woods would have liked it to get there earlier, but we were stuck behind someone paying for something at the grocery store.
So I'll put the bag of coins, of gold coins, in the bag of holding.
No, so we're just strolling around with the bag of holding now.
Well, I am.
You pay any attention?
It was very convenient to
I
bring
missed
the armor
one
back.
session. I didn't even miss it. It's just you all scheduled it without me.
Aw.
You left the bag of holding for months as well.
No, but it's normally been in the vault because it's kind of precious.
An item
mean,
is only precious when it is used.
It's not like Rich's backpack with the boat.
Don't mention the boat.
Especially not now. It might bring down the building or break our boat.
Shall we go see the governor? Do we all know what we're doing today?
I have no idea, but I'm gonna play along.
We're going to see Capa Mariosa, aren't we?
Yes, she had sent
Discuss
a
this deal, why she gave us a big ton of gold. What does she really want?
yes, she had sent a letter with this bag of 500 gold pieces to the previous governor. Click was his name, I believe. And
Oh yeah, I remember that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm so up for this.
the current governor has agreed to send us as his emissary to Bastion Bay and discuss what she wants.
Oh, and Graven's gonna settle his beef with Captain Asshat. No, not Asshat. The fuck what? That was it.
Yeah. Although, yeah, maybe.
And Graven, you had told me about this medallion that the governor is wearing, but I forgot. What is this about? It procures some kind of...
Well, I never really wore it myself, but I believe you can tell someone's intention or their thoughts. I think that was it. I can't remember. I never used it. It was too precious for me to take anywhere.
Wait, you can read someone's mind and we never used it. That could have been amazing.
Well, the thing is,
Click.
if you lose it, then
If
obviously...
you lose it, you're dead, though. So
Yes.
Click definitely used it several times, but Cloud's not saying that.
I never used it, so...
That could be very useful in
Don't really know how it
understanding Capa Mariosa's true intent. Maybe we should ask the governor if he would lend it to us.
You can try. I don't think he'd let us have it.
Well, if we don't
Find
try,
out what
we
he
won't
can
know.
do.
Shall we try?
Well, let's go and ask him.
All right. I knock at the door. Knock, knock.
It's a town hall yard. You probably know you can just walk in.
I still knock and enter.
You see Governor Joe kind of sitting at the desk on the big chair with his feet on the desk, looking a bit more comfortable with himself this week, like he's sort of getting the hang of these governor duties. Yes, come on in, lads, come on in.
Governor, I see you've redecorated. It looks wonderful in here.
Well, you know, we've got to put up desks and stuff. Got to be comfortable, and I.
It looks very nice. You have very good taste.
Well, I've got Wendy to help me. You know, she came in and she did the chairs and stuff. You know, I'm not that,
Bet she
not that
did.
good at design stuff myself, but she helped me out. You know how it is. You know how it is.
If you say so.
yes, I do.
Give you a wink.
Governor, we're about to embark on this journey as your emissaries, as you've requested us to speak to Capa Mariosa in Bastion Bay on your behalf.
All right, yeah.
Before we go, I just wanted to see if you have changed your mind and would like to accompany us.
No, lads, no, I'm all right, mate. You go out me, no problem.
All right, then. It's of course a pleasure for us to help you.
But don't forget, like you're representing the town, and you need to make sure you're, up to the Flame Scar standards. You don't want to be letting anyone down.
That's a big duty. Is this a paid position, or are we like volunteers?
You seem to want to go. Why is Horsey Joe now Australian?
Yeah. That's a very good question. No, I mean, it's a pleasure. This is for the greater good of Flamescar. You mentioned we need to represent the Flamescar's values. Could you perhaps remind us of what these are? I am new to town, after all.
Well, we always work hard, and like to think that we're good folk, good solid folk, and make sure you convey that to whoever you're seeing. And if you want to do any farming on the way out, then talk to Mr. Staker, and I'm sure he'll sort you out.
All right. Sounds simple enough.
No, we're simple folk, but we work hard, and that's why this town seems to run itself. So don't go causing too much trouble now, will you, lads?
Of course not. We would not dare.
Eh.
One more thing I wanted to ask you. I've been told this medallion, the governor's medallion, allow its wearer to read the thoughts of a person. It could prove very useful for us to understand the true motives of Capa
Yeah,
Mariosa.
very useful it is. Yeah, it's one of the Flame Scar's pretty much only heirlooms. Bit of a strong, if you lose it, you get kicked out more. It's I'm sure it has its uses.
Do you think we could borrow it for this specific journey?
No, not in the slightest. Maybe when you're the governor, you can take it out with you and do whatever you want with it. But with me, it's staying right with me. I'll sleep in it. I'll shower in it.
I would not dare take a position that is far better suited for yourself, Governor. It was merely to help us on this task. It would be beneficial for us to understand her true motives. But if you are not willing to depart with it, then so be
Well,
it.
you know what they say? Good old Flame Scar traditional saying, this one. If you're the governor, you wear the medallion. If you're not the governor, you don't wear the medallion. Those are about the a good old Flame Scar saying. We live by those rules.
Very well.
And tell me, Mr. Cloud, are you the governor?
I certainly am not, and I would not dare to be. You are far too better for this position.
Exactly. So for now, I think I'll keep it on, thanks.
Very well, as you see fit. Then we will be on our way.
Good luck, guys. Let me know how it goes. I'm keen to know what you talk about with this Capa Mariosa. I'm very excited.
Yes. Cloud departs.
I'll give him a bit of a look before I go.
Especially with that new armor, I'm sure that's very. You should get just advantage on all your.
Rolls at the same time.
So Graven, what magical properties does bring this new armor of yours?
Well, it definitely feels very light, and I feel very agile in it. So I guess it feels as though it probably would stop quite a lot of blows. And I seem to be able to speak this strange language that I didn't before.
What language is that?
Well,
Abyssal.
I think it's Abyssal.
Ah, Abyssal.
And also, look at this, and he shows you the gauntlets, and you can see they got like big kind of curved spikes on them, and he kind of does a little swing around with them. I can hit people with these, do a bit of damage.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I'm not completely comfortable with this armor. I think it's gonna show its true colors at some point. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, I've been through such an experience. If you find anything strange, do let me know. Maybe I can help.
Will do. Thanks.
Then are we ready to go. I think 3 just about finished counting his silver pieces.
There's 250.
Thank you very much. You know what I say. Any type of payment is a good payment in markets.
Indeed.
That's
This
good.
gives me a business
1,370 copper pieces.
This gives me a very good business idea.
Okay, are we ready to go then?
Yes. Who knows the way? I do not know the way.
I don't either.
I know the way.
Who hasn't been to Bastion Bay so far?
Do you know the way?
Me.
And me, I think that's just the 2 of
Yeah,
us.
we-
3, you've been to Bastion Bay before?
I have, yes.
Okay.
I've run around it like an idiot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to try it. Then perhaps then who will be leading the troop? Would that be you, Graven?
I can, if you like.
Then maybe I give you the letter of invitation.
He's got that shiny new armor. Put him up front.
I'm usually in front.
Then it's a done deal.
Okay. Well, let's go then.
Okay, off we go.
Okay, so we head off north towards Bastion Bay.
Did you want to describe where you go? Or did you want me to? You can
Well,
be told that if you like. It's up to you.
no, sorry, you carry on. Either way.
All right, so Graven leads you up north, out through the agricultural district of Flamescar to the north, out through the plains, and it takes you just under, takes you a good solid couple of days to get to Bastion Bay.
How many couples?
How many?
2 days?
2 days.
Okay.
It's going to be the day that you arrive at Bastion Bay. Yeah, basically head almost directly north, and then when you just before you hit the trees, after a large mound, you take a sharp left and head up towards Bastion Bay.
It'd be nice to meet that tattoo guy again, by the way.
Who's got the ink?
It's in the vault.
So after a couple of days' travel, you push out through some trees, and you see in front of you a large clearing. For those of you that haven't been here before, you see a large wooden fence with a gated entrance just up ahead along the dirt path. And you can see that you're right near to the coast now. You can hear the sort of coastal breeze, you feel the coastal breeze on your face. You can hear a much more bustling town, largest town you've probably ever seen in a long while, or a cloud. It's just more your kind of thing that you're kind of used to kind of living in. And
Small town. Very nice. That's more like a real town. Good.
All right, I'll step up to the gate. Are the guards outside or are they in the tower?
Yep, they are, and they sort of give you a very dodgy look as you walk up to them in your.
All right, give them a dodgy look back.
All right, and how can I? How can I help you?
We're here on official business to see Capa Mariosa.
All
Kindly
right.
let us through the gate.
How do I know you're on official business then?
I hand him the invitation.
What invitation is that?
The note that she wrote for us to grant us entry to the city without any hassle.
You
We've
have
been
that on?
using. We've been using it the last few times.
Yeah, but I thought Clegg had it.
It's back in the vault, and then we took it.
Magic. All right, he goes. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, yeah, come on, right in, fellas. You know where the Capa building is?
Yes.
Would you need one of us to show you?
You can lead the way if you like.
Sure, yeah, Bob, will take you. And one of the other guys, yeah, sure, follow me. And the large gate goes, opens up, leads you down, not too far in, and in towards the Capa building, which you can see is a kind of a large stone-walled, got courtyard with a sort of a larger stone building at the back.
Okay. Are we at the gates of the keep? Or
Well,
will
he
we
sort of
go
leads you in.
Oh, okay, inside.
Yeah, yeah. And as you look up the room, you
Ah.
probably can't see anything.
Correct.
Nope.
Nope.
Right.
We're
Just
going to
what,
bump into that guy again, aren't we?
what guy?
Annoying bath towel guy.
Oh, that guy.
What?
Sorry, I just realised I didn't take a copy of tokens. All right, so he leads you up the sort of the path towards the large building.
Are we supposed to see something?
Yes, I'm getting there.
Ah, okay.
Jeez Louise. There you are, Cloud. You can see something now.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Did you first, because you were complaining. All right, he leads you up to a large building. Has you can see has guards kind of down both sides of the building. You can see there's lots of large windows.
I
You
can't
should-
see anything.
you should be able to.
Go
Oh.
down the
You
bottom.
have to scroll down.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're here.
You should send. Yeah, there you go.
Ah! I was moving, then it suddenly moved, and then it moved more.
Good.
And he says, yeah, Capa. He says to the guard who's by the door. He says, these guys are here to see Capa Mariosa. Official business, is it? Some posh.
No, we're selling doors, door to door. Oh, fuck, you've already got one.
Yes, quite. Are you here for an actual reason, sir?
Yes, I take the letter that she sent us. She sent Click. We've received the letter. We come from Flamescar. We've received this letter from Capa Mariosa. Here to discuss.
Oh, yes. If you'd like to just head on in there, and you'll see my esteemed colleague. He's just inside the front door. If you show him that letter, I'm sure he'll take you to the right place.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
I don't think this guy's very much for comedy.
Are you whispering this?
Yes, I am whispering it.
Okay.
Open.
How fancy is this place?
It's pretty fancy. Yeah, it's quite a big building. It's got a very nice large front door. As you walk in, you see there's lots of sort of flowers and lots of nice greenery around. As you walk in, this guy here, he's hello, mate. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm not sure how many times we have to tell why we're here, but we have received an invitation from Capa Mariosa. Could you also tell the next person in the next room to whom we're supposed to explain this, please?
I nod my head.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but there's no need to be like that. You know, we do have to make sure that people are here for the right reason. Make sure you're going to get to where you need to go. You know, we don't want to delay your journey too much. You know.
I apologize. We've had a long journey.
Oh yes, all right. Well, I'm sure we can make you feel very comfortable, very comfortable. And have you got that letter there? Let's have a look. Oh, great. Well, my name's Burbank. I'm a chief liaison officer of the Capa building, and I will just like to run with you a few little housekeeping rules that we've got here in the building.
Of
Sure you won't
course.
mind. It won't delay you for too much longer, I'm sure. The main rule really is just be polite to each other. We're here to most people are here for business or social gatherings, that sort of thing. Generally, he sort of looks you up and down, especially you, Graven, in your very demonic-looking armor. He says, "Oh yes, well, if you could keep your weapons nicely stowed away at all times, that would be fantastic. That would be a fantastic help to us all. As you can see, my men are very well equipped, and there are quite a few of them, and they are trained on how to disperse any fights or sword fights or ruckuses that may come. So just enjoy yourselves, get yourself a drink, and make sure that you'll be well looked after, I'm sure." you guys, you okay? You want to Capa Mariosa? So let me take you on in, and I'll get you settled, and then I'll let her know you're here, and you know, I'm sure she'll be with you. Shortly. And he sort of motions over here, opens the door, and walks through the door. And says, "Come on, come on."
Thank you very much, Burbank. 3, are you going to stay outside? Braun? Splendid place.
So as you walk in, you can see that it's a very nice building. There are, in fact, there is
Wow, it's huge.
Damn, son.
it is. It's probably one of the largest buildings you've been in for a long while. You can see there's a beautiful fountain in the middle here. There is lots of luscious greenery. There's sort of some people milling around. They look these guys over here and these people over here. They look very noble. Well, they obviously look like pirates, but they look like the kind of pirates who are trying to be nobles. And there doesn't seem to be any riffraff. At least you guys certainly seem to be the most underdressed people here. You can see that around the main room that you're in here, there are lots of guards kind of keeping an eye on what's going on, but they seem quite relaxed. They don't seem on edge in any way. And you can see, not shown on this map for that time, but you can see there's lots of kind of servants milling around, people with drinks. People seem to be kind of hanging back from the main noble people, look like, you know, making sure that they're okay. And as Burbank, he summons over one of the servers. Yes. And Burbank says, "Get these men a drink, lady, and make sure they're well looked after. Well looked after." Yes. What would you like to drink? Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
it. Something strong, please.
Some wine would be lovely.
Elderflower wine that's been brewed up in the winery. We could some of that. It's quite pleasant.
I ask with a wry smile. Do you have any ice?
I know it's really the wrong time of year for that, sir. You know, it gets a bit melted. We haven't had any ships come in with ice recently. I'm very sorry. With the ships, they've only just started coming in and out like they used to.
I'll take a mead if you've got it, please.
Yes, certainly. Have mead, yes.
Thank you.
The wine sounds lovely for me.
And you? And he looks up at you three.
I will take a small beer if it's not too much bother.
No, sir. No bother. I said, okay, yes, that's two wines, 2 beers, and mead. Yes, I'll be right back. And he runs off towards one of the runs off in direction.
I should mention Cloud is wearing fine clothes. So.
Okay. So as Burbank says, oh, yes, well, it looks like you're well looked after. Go and let Capa Mariosa know that that you've arrived, and I'm sure she'll be with you very shortly. I'll be back in a small while.
Thank you, Burbank.
And he runs off. He sort of runs off down the stairs, round the fountain, and through the door at the back.
Well, what a fine place. Let's. We haven't gotten our drinks yet, right?
Not quite yet. No.
Okay. Shall we mingle around, friends? No?
No. I would probably follow you. You look like you know what you're doing with people like these.
When in doubt, Fjord, just do like me. Pretend. Pretend you belong. I'm just gonna go to the fountain to take
Burn.
What did you say, Bron?
Basically said burn.
Burn?
Pretend that you belong.
Just burn.
Come here, urchin. Make nice.
All right. So as you walk down the steps towards the fountain, you see it's a very nice fountain. In the middle, there's sort of a large statue of seems to be kind of a big pirate lady, big old like cutlass in one hand, and seems to be like grabbing a shark in the other hand. And out of the shark's mouth, the water is sort of coming and trickling down, and it's a very nice sound.
I like her.
You can see there are 4 people stood over here that seem to be in polite conversation with each other.
I'd like to listen in on the topics that they're discussing.
Okay, so as you listen in, you can hear that they seem to be discussing. In fact, they all seem to be quite enthralled with this lady's story here, who is telling them about her most recent cargo that's coming from her ship. And as you listen for a few minutes, you hear that she's talking about what seems to be a large game that she's brought in on her most recent trip. They all seem to be quite enraptured with her. She's a very beautiful lady. You can see that there are 3 men here. This guy is a very, very handsome younger man. Probably in his mid-30s to 40s, but looks very dapper. This guy over here is much slimmer. Reminds you more of 3 in his figure and disposition, but much beautiful, long black hair. And this guy who's sort of got a small glass of what looks like probably a small glass of sherry, and is kind of swilling it and looking down his nose.
Are they all human, or?
They are.
Okay. We must stand out like so much. Like we have a creature made of fire. We have a cat-like person. This guy is this
that would be a
dark
good-
armor.
Probably a correct thought, although these people don't seem to be paying you much.
Okay. Usually, Cloud says, usually it is best to allow them to introduce into the conversation. So perhaps, if we want to, that is. So I would just kind of slowly approach, but like say, looking at the fountain, inviting Fjord to join, and see if they react to our presence.
Okay, so as you sort of slowly walking around, you see the server guy running back with a tray, and comes back. So sorry for the wait. I had to go down to the basement for the mead, but I have it here. And he sort of hands out your drinks.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Graham, I slip him a gold piece.
Oh no, sir. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Very, very, very kind. Yes.
Before he disappears off, I stop him and I whisper to him.
Get on the ground.
I wonder, do you know who those people are over there? And I kind of nod my head subtly in their direction.
They're famous pirates, of course. Best pirates. He sort of looks a bit shifty as he's saying that. Sort of believes it, but he's not too sure.
Right, and who's the lady?
That's Bliss Presley, I believe. Yes, Bliss.
Risley?
No,
Bliss Presley.
Presley.
no relation to Elvis.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, I do thank him very much and let him go.
Yes. If you need anything, I'll be around. You just look for me. I will come running. Yes, of course.
Thank you, good sir. I cheer to the others.
Cheers.
So the
Yes.
your friends or these
Wait.
For not being poisoned.
So the others are they reacting to our presence or not at all?
No, they just seem to be still continuing their conversation. As you get closer, you notice that the tone of the conversation is very polite and at times quite what's the word I'm looking for? Quite almost boastful. They seem to be telling each other stories about what they've been up to on their respective ships.
It's too bad Rogar's not here. He would have some stories to tell. No, not Rogar. The Dragonborn was his name. Anyway. Yeah, Rogar. Yeah. Anyway. So what do you guys want to do while we wait? Do you want to chat to these people?
Yeah, why not? Can we overhear exactly what they're saying, or is it just bits of it?
Well, yeah, you can hear it. It's sort of what I've described, really. It's kind of courteous, polite conversation. They don't seem to be giving too much away to each other, but they seem to be boasting where they can about their adventures. What they've been up
Can
to.
we tell from their from what they're saying in their body language whether they're friends or rivals?
Roll an insight check. So you can tell that these they all seem to be captains of their respective ships.
Oh.
They seem to be being very polite and courteous with each other, but you don't get the impression that they are friends.
Right.
All right.
Are you still like sidling closer?
Yeah, but not too obviously. Just kind of
Maybe if
a little bit.
I mean, if we want to speak with them, let's just go speak with them. I would wait for a good opportunity to not interrupt anyone in the middle of a sentence. And
Well, while you're on that note, being polite and courteous, I'm just gonna take a quick look over here because I'm just gonna wander over here. I see birds. Hello, ladies.
So you just sort of walk up and go, "Hello, ladies."
Not like that.
What you said.
Exactly like that.
And they both sort of turn and look at you and say, "Yes."
I'll go then.
Smooth.
I'm afraid we're fine for drinks, thank you.
Shut down.
I just jump into the fountain. No, I go back
Walk
to
away.
my
Alright.
friends.
That was quick.
It didn't. I think I need better dress, better face,
Yes.
better everything.
Do we have no
And I
tailors
probably
in
should have
Flames?
showered. I think that'll probably be it.
We need a good tailor in Flamescar. That's what we need. That gives me a business idea.
So as you sort of come back and Graven takes the mick out of you, you see the captains. They sort of all burst into laughter, and you see actually Cloud roll a. I just want you to roll a charisma check, please.
Pure charisma.
Yeah,
There you go.
fantastic. All right, so these guys they sort of they laugh at one of their jokes, and Cloud kind of laughs along with them, and kind of steps a bit closer, and they'll sort of look at him and go, "Yes."
Oh my, but you must be none other than the great Captain Presley. I've just seen your ship docked in the harbor. Was that your game you brought back from a recent trip? Very impressive, I must say.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Many a man lost their soul over those guinea fowl, but they'll sell for a fine penny if
Wow.
I ever sell them.
Well, I'm sure you will.
And who are you? And this guy sort of goes, who are you?
Monsieur, I apologize for my rudeness. I am Drifting Cloud of Flamescar. Me and my companions are here to meet Capa Mariosa.
And this guy goes, Flamescar, never heard of it.
No, you wouldn't.
It's a big town.
It's a town that is becoming. Capa Mariosa, I've certainly noticed, and this is why we are here, to discuss business.
I see. You're doing business with the Capa. You must be doing very well for yourself.
I am but a humble
He sort of
businessman.
puts his hand out. Says, "My name is Quincy. Nice to meet you."
His name is what?
Quincy.
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 I feel like your audio disconnect like bleeps out every time you say a name. That's like Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Captain Quincy.
Yes, well, you too. So, what is this business got with Capa?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask Mariosa herself. I would not divulge her business tradings until they have been completed, that is.
So, are you fellas, your friends over there, are you all sailors looking for work?
That's this lady here.
Yes.
Glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, I mean, it is the only lady, but I just make a motion for the others to join me if they wish. These are my companions, yes. Some of them have experience sailing, I believe.
Did that guy move away when I moved in,
Yeah.
Graham?
Get aside so you can join them.
Fiora, are you not joining?
I'm like slowly sliding over.
There's probably steam coming out of the pool if your hand is of the fountain.
Oh, what fascinating hair you've got. You have to show me how you do that. Is that like an effect or is that real fire? Oh, I haven't seen that before.
That's this lady there.
Fiora just leaves.
I'm afraid it's actually my hairs. You can't really replicate it.
Oh, it's great. Oh,
Thank
that's a
you.
shame. You can work out how to do that on my hair. You can see I've got red hair too, but it's not as fiery as yours.
Yeah, I wouldn't try the same thing with your hair. It's too lovely to just burn up.
Yeah, I know. It's great, isn't it? I paid good money for this hair, but you know, it's got to take the water and everything.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well done, Graham. You broke
Wow.
And
The,
at this point, you see this face as well. Oh, what? Quite an interesting armor you've got there, fella. What's your name?
Well, man, it's ready.
Roll a performance check.
what is going on?
God, I'm dying of.
Is 3 intentionally staying in the background there?
Freeze meditating still, I think.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Don't take the piss, yeah. So you guys, you sailors, are you? I've heard from your mate here, Clap. You've been out on the high seas.
I think we should probably use this point to tell them the story about the shark.
Oh, that's a good story.
Yeah.
I actually
Cool.
turn in front and say to everyone, I think we should probably mention the story about the shark.
This time, this
yes.
is the first time you heard this guy. He looks a bit more interested. Oh yes, what about this shark? He sounds much more posh than the other 3.
Well, I was not there, but I've heard the story for sure. It was about this undead shark, was it not, Graven?
It was. We killed it with our
And you
bare
are
hands.
responsible for getting Bastion Bay back on its feet.
Yep, that was us.
You are the people that I've heard so much about.
Yep.
How very interesting.
I know, isn't it?
Edmund goes,
Oh yes, go on, mate. Then tell us about how you did it. Then I'm well interested, well
Wow.
excited. It's great.
Well, make yourself comfortable and I will tell you the tale of how we set out on the rough seas and then we dived down to the bottom of the ocean and we fought this shark, massive shark as big as a house.
I heard that Captain Jasan he helped to kill the shark. This is what I've been hearing. I heard that
Yes, well,
he slayed the final blow.
well, he would say that, wouldn't he? But no, I'm afraid he's been lying to you. It was us. We killed it.
Oh, I
No.
see. And so how did you do it? Come
Well,
on, what's the gory details?
with our bare hands, we just ripped it to pieces.
Well, that's quite impressive.
I know.
And did it
We-
not come back again? No, but then you killed it one more time, no?
Ah, yes. We were so good at killing it, we forgot we killed it twice.
Oh, that's great. How'd you kill it the second time?
Again, with our bare hands. And
Wow.
Our
Did you use those strong muscles?
I sure did
Oh, wow.
flex my muscles.
Inside your armor.
Wow, well, that's the thing. I wasn't even wearing this armor when I did it.
Were you wearing anything?
Steady.
Need your
I
clothes, your shoes, and your motorcycle.
Oh yeah, tell them about your motorcycle.
It was no match for us. We rid that shark.
Yes, well, I heard that Captain Jasan, he went and sorted out some, witch things that were also stopping us from taking our ships out.
He said that, did he?
Well, no, I didn't hear it from him, but it's the story that's been going around.
Well, that was us as well.
And
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes way.
story then. What happened?
we actually
Well-
brought the heads back with us into the village, the city center, I think. There's no doubt who killed those.
Yeah, that was definitely us.
I turn to the guys and say, I think we need a PR team, guys.
A pure team, yeah.
It sounds like this Captain Jassan has been taking all our credit.
Well, I wasn't saying that, of course. We hear rumors. And Brett, this guy there, he's quite, if you really did do that, then you're quite the impressive adventuring too.
Well,
You
I
had
suppose
many other battles?
we've had quite a few, I would say. We've just recently encountered a rat demigod, I believe. Yisu
yes,
was his
yeah.
name. But no matter his name, he is no
killed
more.
a demigod as well. And a dragon.
You can see at this point, this guy sort of looks down his nose at you and kind of turns a bit to the side and swigs his sherry. He seem to believe you, but this guy is all up for it. He's like, yeah, it's great, yeah. That's fantastic. If you guys, if you got a ship to sail, I wouldn't want to come across you in the high seas.
Well, no, we are sailors of lands and mountains and dungeons.
Well, that sounds good, doesn't it, Bliss? Yeah, I wouldn't want to come across you guys by the sounds of things.
Well, if we had a ship and we crossed paths, you would find nothing but welcome company, of course, and a fine drink.
Oh, that's great, yeah. Can't promise much for my crew, though. Bunch of reprobates they are.
So I've heard.
Oh, yeah, you heard about me, have you? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Which one of the many stories have you heard then?
Too many to recount, but I've forgotten them all when I saw the game you brought back from today, or was it today or a couple of days ago, on your last adventure?
Oh, yeah, but that's nothing, innit? That's just like, trained and... No, I mean, like, I'm a fully fledged pirate captain, you know?
Oh, I know.
She sort of flicks her hair. It don't sound like you've heard many stories about me.
Can I do an insight, actually? Is she trying to exaggerate, or is she really...
Sure.
Is it all real?
Uh, you don't get the impression too much either way. She certainly comes across as I'm not going to use the word ditzy, but I am going to use the word ditzy. But she seems to be quite confident in herself, and the other three around her don't seem to be disagreeing with her in any way.
All right. So do you come here often then, or are you often in Bastion Bay?
Well, you know, when we've got to drop our stuff off. It's often worth popping round. Come and see Capa Mariosa. She looks after us, you know, innit?
Yeah.
And Edmund goes, yeah, you know, we've got to catch up with each other, make sure, you know, the ships are running well, and, you know, try and get the goss, what's going on the seas, where to go and find, you know, bits and bobs, all that sort of stuff.
Very interesting. How far have you traveled? Where is the furthest place you've been?
Oh, mate, I've been miles, knots and acres and days and years away. Stories I could tell you, Stories I could tell you.
Go on.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we ain't got time for too many of them now, but I just sort of want to say that, you know, I've fought my own demons and sharks and stuff as well. Not as easy on that, you know, it sounds quite easy on that land thing, but you become a pirate and you know what you got to put up with. At this point, you see Burbank sort of comes back from the door and sort of comes trotting down the steps.
Before he does that, I just say, oh, I believe you, and you have the scars to prove it. Does he have any scars?
This guy, no, he is the most beautiful man you've ever seen.
No good.
And I'd love to do the next bit, but I really need a wee, so talk amongst yourself.
Oh no. Okay. Interesting bunch.
Very.
So 3 is staying in the background. I don't think he likes this kind of folk.
I'm sure we'll have to deal with the pirates at some point.
Is it pirate folk you do not like, or is it noble folk, or both?
Piracy is not something I approve of.
Well, I've met quite some pirates.
When I assisted these people, I believe they were merchants. Pirates are people who kill for profit, and people who think that they have the right to take life in such a way, although not on the level of undead, or require at some point to be corrected in their ideas that they may carry out these actions without consequences.
Are you giving a sermon?
No.
Sure is.
The little one.
Well, 3, I believe you're probably right, but perhaps some of these are simply seeking freedom and have lost their way into achieving such freedom. Perhaps you could help them find their way.
Indeed, I will help them find their way to true enlightenment and judgment at the hands of Kelemfor.
A drastic approach, but it is your approach.
At which point Burbank comes in and says, yeah, fellas, I think she's ready for you now. If you'd like to follow me, I'll take you up to Capa Mariosa, and she's ready to meet you.
Thank you very much. Captains, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintances. Captain Presley, Captain Quincy.
See you guys again, yeah.
And the other 2 were Brett and Edmund, is that right?
This guy, I don't think, actually introduced himself.
Which one was Quincy?
This guy is Quincy.
Yeah.
And this guy is Edmund.
So I just to... this is Edmund, okay. So just to kind of hear the last one's name, I just call them all their names when I'm saying goodbye, and then I say Captain to finish this, so I can finish my sentence. He doesn't...
He sort of like just ignores you.
Okay.
Captain is its own salutation anyway, you know.
All right, then.
Like doctor.
Doctor.
Ron, what are you doing?
I tip my fedora as I walk past the lady.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm still fine on drinks, thanks.
How not to flirt.
All right, and Burbank leads you to the back of the room, and
through one of the large doors at the back. You get led into seems to be kind of a main kind of like a main conference room. It seems to be there's 4 large chairs that you can see.
Is the music stopped? Shit. Ding!
At which point Burbank introduces you. He says, Capa Mariosa, the flame Scarian villagers that you requested to see are here. And Capa Mariosa says, yes, thank you, Burbank, that'll be all. Yes, dear, I'll right outside if you need me. And you can see as you walk in, so there are 4 large chairs, all seem to be carved out of very old wood. Very intricately carved, very beautiful chairs. Sat on 3 out of 4 of those chairs, you can see Capa Mariosa.
Hey, Graham. Ron is interested. What sort of wood are they made from?
Let me do this first, and then
Yep, that's wood.
see a very handsome, rugged-looking fella sat in that chair, and a very old-looking fella who's sort of long, white beard. He's got kind of lots of different types of clothes, a large pipe hanging out of his mouth, and Capa Mariosa greets you as you come in. She says, welcome, Raven, Bron. It's good to see you again. Come on in. Welcome to the Capa building. I hope you're having a splendid afternoon.
Yes, thank you. It's good to see you again.
Pleasure to meet you, Capa Mariosa. My name is Drifting Cloud.
Yes, nice to meet you, Cloud. And you, and she sort of gestures to Free and Fear.
Nice to meet you, I'm Fia. I joined the others on this adventure so they don't do anything stupid.
Yes, the woman's touch often helps.
I turn and look at Fiora and say, it hasn't stopped me yet.
3 says, my name is irrelevant.
Well, aren't you a mysterious one? So, I see you've accepted my invitation to have you also accepted my gold?
Well, we have been...
Excuse me, sorry, before we get down to business, I must introduce you to Captain Rye. And she points to this guy. So, welcome, yes. Afternoon.
Captain what, sorry?
Rye.
Rye, okay.
Like the bread.
Yep. And the other one's whole wheat.
Is the 4th
Grim.
chair representing gluten-free?
And that over there is Grim.
Grim.
He sort of just slowly nods.
Cloud makes a small gesture of...
You've come on an interesting day. We don't often have the session going, but as we have, you can everything you need to say to me, you can say to the whole group.
So, Bron's got a fairly sharpish idea what's going on. I'm like, so I want to venture a guess. Is this like the High Council of Bastion Bay then, or your advisors, or?
Yes. Well, obviously I am Capa, and the buck stops at me. But these fellas are long-standing friends. They've been with me on many adventures and provide good counsel when they are here.
Okay, well, I turn to the other 2 and say, hello, it's nice to meet you both.
And they both sort of nod at you again.
A leader is only as strong as his advisors or her advisors, so it seems you are well accompanied. Pleased to meet you. And so I take the gold out, the pouch of gold, and place it ahead of me, and say, Capa, we've been sent as emissaries of the governor of Flamescar.
You cut out then.
I say, we've been sent as emissaries of the governor of Flamescar.
Ah, yes, Click, I believe his name was.
Well, it appears there's been a change. There's been a tragic accident, and Governor Click is no more.
Oh no, how terrible! What happened to him?
Cloud looks at Bron and Graven.
I look at Bron.
I look back at Graven.
What did happen to him? He was
He got-
killed. Tragically, he was
he got killed by the rat
Killed.
demigod
Zombies.
that we were fighting.
fighting bravely in a crypt that we found ourselves in one time. But sadly, we weren't able to save him.
I see. Many an adventure it sounds like you've been on since you helped us with our little hag.
Indeed, we have.
So, and she sort of rests her head and says, "Poor Click. Well, I'm sure he is with the goddess now."
Yes, and he has been avenged. Make sure of it.
He hasn't been avenged yet. We killed the thing that killed him, but we haven't got the demigod yet.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
What?
Pretty sure you were there.
You should read. You should read the write-ups of other people. Or watch.
I definitely missed that one.
The frog dude.
Keep going, keep going.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll roll with it.
In any case, so the current governor has asked us if we could come meet with you and ask you what business you would like to discuss. Before, of course, he accepts your generous gift.
Well, I was kind of hoping that. Did you not get the message?
There was a letter, yes. I think we have the letter. It just says that she wants to discuss the expansion of Flamescar and that there's many things in which Bastion Bay can help.
Well, yes, of course. We'd heard about your expansion plans. I hear you are planning to build a trading outpost. How are the preparations going? Has the gold served you well?
We are still in the funding process. So it's ongoing.
I see. And are you near to funding gold you need?
You cut off a bit, I didn't quite get that.
Are you near to the funding goal that you need? Has the goal we said pushed you over the edge, or are you still quite far away?
To be frank, I am not the one in charge of this project, so I do not know exactly how much has been raised. I
see.
am under the impression that this is a project that only has recently started, so perhaps it is too early to start construction. But we are keen.
And what do you intend to do with this trading outpost? Is there something specific that you are going to be trading, or maybe the findings of your adventures?
My understanding is to allow merchants from the region to come and find a spot to do trading of their goods in a safe environment.
I see. Yes. And have you thought about the goods that Bastion Bay could provide for your trading outpost? It would be wonderful if we could, and this is why I sent the meager token to get you accelerated in your trade post. Although it sounds like you may need a little more to lubricate the craftsman, shall we say?
Yes, it will come in due time, I'm sure of it. And so my understanding is that you would like to trade, and of course your merchants are welcome to come and trade their goods at the trading outpost once it is completed.
Well, you of course seen our town and seen our port, which are slowly becoming busier again after our shark problem. That unfortunately meant the trade was a bit lower than it has been over the last year or so. Keen as the glorious leaders to not only build up the trade again, but to build it to a standard that it's not been to before. I believe that we need to set up trading routes with those trade posts around, and ones that we believe are going to be safe and provide good trade to the rest of the the places around.
Yes. I mean, I am a merchant as well, so I do agree with you. This is a sound way to do business. And what are you asking in return for your investment in the trading outpost?
Well, I haven't thought. Well, I don't believe that we were planning to invest so far.
Well,
The gold. Oh no, you misunderstood. The gold that we sent is not an investment at all. We're not asking for anything in return. We simply want to see you build your outpost and flourish.
so it is purely a gift.
Yes. I thought that worthless subject would have communicated that to you when she handed it over.
Can we get an insight check?
Yeah, I was just about to say the same. Ah!
We'll just do two at the same time.
Hey, that's much better.
But the question is,
That's
would
also
anyone
important.
believe me that I got a 20?
You don't know what you're
Shut
talking
up, Ron, I
about.
go back to skinning your animals.
She certainly seems to be telling the truth. She seems to be quite enthusiastic about your project. She's definitely not giving the vibe that she wants anything back from her 500 gold, at least not to start with.
Okay. I must say I did not expect this. I am not accustomed to gold falling into our hands freely.
Well, as I say, it has benefits for both you and us if we can get that trading post built nice and quickly. Get the we bring lots of exciting goods into this into the ports, and being able to disseminate them quite quickly is something that is advantageous both to us and to our traders, and will hopefully bring more and more trade into Bastion Bay, and again, hopefully bring joy and direction. Being southeast from Bastion Bay, you're in a prime location to be one of the first point of calls for our traders. I believe it will work best for both of us if we can get this built nice and quick.
It would certainly be wonderful if we could have trading routes that are a lot busier in the region.
Do you have any forecasts for when the work is going to get started on the outpost?
I do not, unfortunately. As I said, I am not in charge, but perhaps I should speak with the governor about this. I am a tradesman after all, and I am used to...
the governor who is in charge of this project?
Currently would be the governor, I believe.
I see, okay. Well,
But-
maybe I'll invite him then.
The governor is sort of the one that gives the total oversight of yes or no, but we'd be the ones that are sort of actually going out, getting the supplies, talking to the traders, getting people in, getting defences in, dealing with the guards and all of the infrastructure.
But you don't seem very well informed about the project. Maybe it's a lack of communication from your governor.
To be fair, he's only recently found himself in the role. With our dear friend departing so recently, it's a lot for someone that wasn't prepared fully to become governor to deal with on day one.
I see, but it's surely been a couple of weeks since I sent this gold. Have you not used it for any positive movement?
we've been wanting to talk to you to ascertain what the full purpose of it was for before we did anything with it. We wouldn't want to commit ourselves to something and then find that it would come with additional strings or conditions and then be stuck.
Oh my goodness! No conditions. But it's as you wish. Obviously on the advancement of your project. But please spend it immediately. Hire some to manage the project or something. Um, we have some very good craftsmen in Bastion Bay. I'm sure you could potentially find someone to help manage the project for you.
Well, I'm personally very keen to work on this project, and if there was not this project happening already, I would have probably started something like this of my own once I had gathered enough gold for it. So let's say that for now, we'll speak with the governor, and if he and we'll make this happen. That's
I pitched to the guys this idea, which is, look, it's going to take us a little while to actually get sort of brick and mortar trade posts and stuff actually in place. But if we wanted to, and if it would be okay with our governor, we could go and set up what would basically be a couple of sort of canvas caravans in a specific trading area of Flamescar, and that would basically be able to get something like that moving as soon as, well, we could get traders in and we could establish an area, and then we could build infrastructure around those moving people, as well as providing security for them doing the route between here and Bastion Bay.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, Bastion Bay is only 2 days away, and regardless or not about proper brick and mortar stores, we're going to need to shore up the trade route between here and Flamescar before any real trade's possible. So if we were to start by doing 1 or 2 or 3 small canvas caravan trades people to get more people through to Flamescar, that would be probably brilliant.
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And I do have a question though. Is this? I am a businessman after all. Is this necessary that we do this through the Flamescar governance, or can we just do this on our own, from our own entrepreneurship?
Okay, this is out of band in terms of messaging. Didn't the governor give us permission to deal with everything on his behalf?
Yeah.
So we have agency to be able to put these things in place, but we probably should run big changes past him. I mean, at the end of the day, a couple of caravans turning up is no real different than a couple of travellers turning up in our town saying, hello.
But as I understand, it's not going to be in our town. It's going to be outside.
We could make it slightly more integral. I mean, we want to get more people in, because the only way we can raise taxes and stuff is either by gouging us with massive 40% taxes, or by getting more people.
Yeah, I mean,
go big or go homeless.
Frankly, according to my calculations, we just need 5,000 gold and we can build this outpost. So if we can get these 5,000 on our own, then we don't need to worry about tax. We don't need to worry about giving the money back. We can just build a trading outpost and get merchants there, and probably take a cut or a rental fee and start making some money.
Sound idea. Let's do that. But it also sounds like we could really help Capa out by getting some more trade into Bastion Bay. I mean, she mentioned, and something that caught me by surprise, in the fact that they were saying that they were dealing with the shark for about a year. A year is a long time for people to be sort of, well, not able to do their jobs and trade and stuff. So they're probably really looking forward to being able to get more money into their town.
Sure. No, she has incentives for this. I mean, whether we do the trading outpost ourselves or through Flamescar is the same for her. It's as long as her merchants can go there, then it is beneficial for her and for Bastion Bay and for the region, actually. Well, in any case, it seems like this trading post is going to happen one way or another. Do we have 5,000 gold among all of us?
Nope.
There
Not
is.
yet.
We have a good 1,200 gold pieces in the vault.
I think we're still a bit short, though, aren't we?
So yeah, let's ask Capa Mariosa. From your experience, or maybe actually, Graham, maybe I would know from my merchant experience if we can already start running some kind of smaller version of the trading outpost as we build.
Breaking up a lot. I didn't get a full sentence there.
I said, from my experience as a merchant, maybe I would know if it's possible for us to start building and using a smaller version of the outpost while we're gathering all the money for it. Or do we have to get to 5k to...
So you would know because Click told you all many times, bored you all to death. I'm sure someone's told Cloud that you can certainly start building it. It takes about 60 days to fully complete the trading post. You probably won't find that there's much a smaller version would do. But you could, as long as you get the 5,000 gold pieces throughout the project. But if you've got 1,200, you could probably start the project, but you'd need to pretty rapidly get the rest to pay for craftsmen and materials and all that other stuff.
Guys, how much gold do you have? Bron, you must be loaded. You never bargain for whatever you buy from Dobson.
I've got 384 gold. But I mean, how can we make more money? We need to get out there and find treasure and things, don't we?
Yes, our latest adventures have not...
Are there any little jobs that we could do for Capa that might earn us some money?
We could haul Graven out for 5,000 gold for one time, or 1 gold for 5,000 times.
What a bargain.
Kappa, it appears from what I'm discovering now is that we are not yet reaching the goal. We will start construction, but we are far from reaching the funds that we need. Do you have any idea how we could potentially find more?
Well, have you tried getting the job? That's what most people do. I joke. Well, I mean, we could certainly discuss an investment in trading post for, obviously we'd want a return on that.
Yes.
I don't know.
That
I
would
think we
certainly
can
help
raise
you
them.
to accelerate the plans.
Yes, it could. It all depends on the deal, of course. Would you like to discuss this now, or would you like to think about it and maybe send us a letter?
I'm here to discuss whenever you like.
Very well.
I think we should discuss it later. I reckon we can raise that money ourselves without needing any investment. I think we just need to do a bit more adventuring.
There are, of course, many ships in our port who are looking for skilled adventurers like yourselves. I'm sure some of them have leads to where you may be able to find yourself some treasure.
Well,
It
maybe
is,
we
of
should
course, the
speak to the
pirate way.
pirates. Speak to the pirates back out in the thing.
Very well. Then let us find out.
Okay. So I will thank her for her time and head back out. If we're done, are we all done? Is there anything else we need to ask her?
No, Kappa, is there anything else you'd like to discuss? 3 is like ready to leave.
No, no, no. I mustn't keep you from your plans. But
Very well.
please keep me in the loop as to how your trading post is progressing. And if you'd like to discuss an investment from us here at Bastion Bay, then I would be more than happy to.
Very well. Then thank you for your gift, and we will definitely keep you updated.
Thank you very much.
And gentlemen as well.
And they just sort of nod at you.
I bow. And then,
All right.
okay.
Okay. Oh, I totally forgot to turn the music on.
They
Oh.
moved.
We hear the gentle sea.
Okay, so who should we talk to? Must be one of them's got a job for us.
Sounds good.
I'm not quite sure what I'll say to him.
Say we're in the market for gold.
Yeah, give us a job. Can we remember what this guy's name was?
Were
Yep,
they?
he was Edmund.
Edmund. Captain Edmund. We'll wander over to Captain Edmund.
And you can see, well, as you walk over, you can see he seems to be trying to chat up Bliss, who seems to be having none of it. But they
Hang
seem
on,
to
my
be.
screen's black.
Where are you?
That's a good question.
It's not black.
I
Just
don't
scroll
know.
up.
Ah. It was
idiot.
black.
You were out of the map?
It was black!
You are here.
Yes, I now see that.
Everybody else is here.
I'm sorry, my computer lagged out.
As we get over to him, are we able to hear what he's saying?
They sort of stop and look up to you as you walk over, but you got the distinct impression that they were just sort of flirting. Although she seemed to be winding him up more than he was making progress.
Okay, I'd say sorry. I hope we weren't interrupting anything.
No, mate, not at all. What can I do you for? Do you have a good meeting with the Capa? How'd it go?
We
You
did,
finalised
yes.
your business, yeah? You were.
Well, kind of, yeah. We were. You seem like a knowledgeable chap who might perhaps have some leads for some adventuring work, maybe. In your kind of line of work, you must see all kinds of opportunities arise.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I see loads of stuff. Comes in and out. You know, is trading, dealings, incomings, outgoings, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yes, quite.
Why? What are you in the market for then?
Well, a bit of adventuring work to keep us busy would be good. If you've heard of anything going on.
Anything that makes us gold.
Well,
Yeah, we need to
specifically
raise some
lots
money.
of gold. We're looking for high-risk, interesting work to be able to fund
Yeah,
developments back at home.
adventurers for hire.
I see, mate. I see. Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, you like swashbuckling and swinging from ropes, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. He looks like he's thinking.
Will mercenary for money.
God, and Bliss goes, yeah, that's great. Yeah, there's always work on my ship. Yeah. We quite often we go out west, you know, and we look out for stuff. But I'll tell you what I did see the other day, but
What was
I
that then?
didn't want to risk any of my crew because, you know, they're not really the adventuring types.
Yeah. What did you see?
We saw this pretty amazing shipwreck. It was like, I don't know, I've been on the seas for a long time and I ain't seen nothing. I was just saying to Edmund here, like, I think I saw it sinking, but it seemed to be like sunk already. I weren't really too sure. It's just like, it was like, I don't know, like, I think it was like 2 days west off from Bastion Bay, like, and it was like, it definitely seemed to be a big boat, you know, it was bigger than mine, but, you know,
didn't want to. I'd all my game, you see, so I'd like get back quick.
That's very interesting.
And Edmund's like, yeah, I was gonna sail my boat up, see, because I'd got business here in the main building with the Capa, which I had to get back for. So I haven't managed to get out there yet and find it myself. But I'm sure, I mean, where there's a wreck, there's normally treasure.
Yes. 2 days west, you say? Do you know of any ships leaving in that direction soon?
Do we not have a ship?
Sorry, somebody asked the question.
Do we not have a ship? I said.
We do have a ship.
We do, but not on us, do we?
Say the words and find out, baby.
No.
Who's carrying it?
Yes. I have just remembered I'm wearing full plate armor, so going out to sea is probably not a brilliant idea.
Edmund goes, yeah, sir. I think there is a couple of ships down in the port that are heading out that way. I don't know. It's certainly not my ship. We're staying in port for a bit.
What's your ship?
Oh, my ship's the Little Serpent. Yeah.
Nice.
You can't miss it. It's like bright green, and it's got on the back. It's got these amazing I don't know how to describe them. They're new. They're brand new. No one else has got these things. Then they kind of come out the back, and they're like big planks of wood, and they're supposed to make the ship go really fast, mate. Yeah, really fast.
Yes. My
Possibly a
caravan
pretty
had some of
good
those.
too.
It wouldn't have stripes on it as well, would it?
Nah, mate, but it is beautiful green colour. You can't miss it.
Nice.
Beautiful
Sounds-
golden snake down one side. Little
that
serpent. It's good. You ever
sounds
see my little serpent?
spectacular.
You'll know it.
I'm sure we will. Wow, thank you. That's been most helpful.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. No worries. And if you're ever looking for, honest wood, I've normally got some on my boat. Always looking for handymen like you to, swish the sword and all that sort of stuff. You never know what you're going to encounter when you go out.
That's true.
Well, are you planning on going to this wreckage yourself?
Nah, mate. Like I say, I got business to attend to here in the important business with the Capa. I can't leave just yet. I've got to make sure we have that meeting. It's going to be, I think, a few days at least. Yeah, I'm not leaving just yet, mate.
All right.
Okay.
Then perhaps we can find a boat or someone who's willing to come with us, who show us the way.
Yes. Okay. Can I just try something a minute?
Sure.
Can I try and take my gauntlet off?
Right.
Does it come off?
Yeah.
All right, good. That's right.
Yeah, I think so. Unless shooting. Yeah. I think so.
Cool.
Is there
All
any
right.
reason why magical armor wouldn't? I don't think so.
Well,
Only if it's cursed.
Well, that's what I was trying to
Your
work
hand
out.
comes off too.
Let me check.
I mean, if it was cursed, sometimes they don't come off,
I see.
which would be a bit of a disadvantage if I fell in the sea.
No,
that
you're right.
is-
You can't
Okay,
find the gauntlet. It does seem to be suspiciously attached.
that is strange.
And very impractical.
Okay.
How do you shower?
Does Bron notice that Grayford can't take his armor off?
He certainly seems to be pulling on his glove,
Ah.
but he can't seem to tug it off.
Ah,
Children.
He said, "Tug it off."
Eyes up.
So, okay, so I just kind of nod to myself and go, as I suspected. There's always a price for such powerful artifacts.
Well,
Hey mate, it's a good thing that you're able to remove your trousers, right? Because if not, it's gonna get real dirty real quickly. Hey Graven, do you want to eat some Weetabix?
Bron, not in front of the lady, please. The ladies,
So,
sorry.
so Graven, you found like a magical suit of armor, and now you
Yes.
can't get any of it off.
No.
Huh.
But
Cloud, get the butter.
well, we'll come to that when we come to it.
Alright, so shall we go to the harbor then? The docks.
How long has it been since Graven? Can you eat inside that suit of armor?
You can.
I'm looking for the photo of it. Hang on. Yeah. Graham, throw up the photo.
I'm trying, but Roll20 crashed.
Cool.
Terrible excuse.
It's under magical items, no?
It is not.
Yeah, it looks like you might be able to get like half a sausage roll in through that little gap in the middle of the face.
I mean,
It-
you're not wrong.
Didn't he say it's just a
Yeah.
gauntlet though that he can't remove? Or is it really the whole armor?
Have you tried to take your helmet off?
I'm guessing that doesn't come off either.
It doesn't. It does pull on your hair a bit, though, as you try to pull it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Good.
Well,
Wow.
that's okay. We can see Merlin at
Let-
some point in the next
Let-
2 to 4
let's-
months.
Let us buy some straws in the pawn shop. You will need them. Alright, let's thank them and go to the docks.
Okay.
To the docks.
To the docks.
Unless Bron wants to go
Or do we want to
talk
speak
to
any of
those
the other
ladies again.
pirates?
I know when I'm losing. Who's doing the patrol up and down the door?
That's what's his name?
It's the one who didn't tell us his
That-
name.
Oh. Not Quincy then. Where's Quincy?
All right, so Brian, as you walk around the corner, this fella walks up to you. Excuse me.
Oh, it's just like playing Pokemon.
Ding! My balls are red.
No, you mean to say Bolt.
Wow. How many languages do you speak?
Do you hear that
Asking.
noise? Yeah, that's the bottom of the barrel scraping. He walks up to you and says, excuse me, yes, you really are the guys who took down the shark. I was wondering if you could help me out. I do a project of mine.
And you are, sir?
Oh, yes, sorry, Captain Brett Bloodcake, who may have heard of me.
Okay, can you write this down? Brick?
Brett.
No. You're the only one that doesn't hear. Brett Bloodcake.
Bread?
Blood cake.
Okay.
Captain.
Captain
Brett.
Brett Bloodcake.
The one and only.
Yes. That's a name and a half.
And have we heard of him?
No.
Then Three says, no, I haven't heard of you.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe, get out on the water.
Yeah, perhaps.
I have many of them. They patrol. Anyway, I was this project of mine. I was and he sort of lowers his voice.
Say more.
Didn't hear any of that.
Graham.
Yeah.
That was very low.
Graham lowers his voice beneath the threshold of
Threshold
the
of his
Discord.
mic.
Oh, sorry. It's a very personal project of mine. One that I'm not particularly proud of, but certainly need some help in sorting it out.
Would you like to discuss this in a more private place, or can we talk about this here?
Yes, that would probably be best. Follow me. I know that.
Very well.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Hmm. Fancy.
Yes. Close the door. It's I was hoping you could help me. My little dipshit of a son. He's gotten himself into a bit of trouble. And I need a strong hand to go and find him and drag him back to his proper duties here with me and my crew. He's supposed to be taking over the business at some point, and
Business.
quite frankly, well, it's piracy, my dear boy. It's it's a business that goes back many a year.
And what kind of trouble is he in?
Well, he's just general dipshit. I haven't heard from him for a couple of weeks, but since I thought something might be wrong, so I put some feelers out, and I've heard that he's fallen in with some cult or another, and seems to be of the opinion that he wants to join them. And I quite frankly don't think it's the right course of action for a young boy.
Do you know what kind of cult?
No, I don't. I'm not interested in what kind of cult. I just know that the cults are not what the blood cakes do.
Sign me up. I don't like cults either.
I do know. Where he is and where I believe him to be, but I need some of you, just go and drag him back by the scruff of his neck if you need to, or convince him to come home. But he's a bit of a. He might need a bit of a firm hand.
Sounds like just our kind of job.
So, what sort of reward would this work entail?
Well, you say I haven't heard of me, so I'm not going to bore you, but I am a man of many avenues and many different rewards. What is it that you are interested in particularly?
A coin is often the simplest and more convenient kind of reward.
How unamusing. Well, yes, I've got plenty of coin. Some gold, I suppose. If that's what you want. Do you have a price? Do you have a freelancing consulting price? Once unreturned, all that sort of jazz. I don't really know how this works.
Usually we ask for half in advance and half when the job is done.
Sure, my dear boy, but half of how much?
Why don't you
How
make
much?
us an offer?
How
Well-
much is your son's safe return worth to you?
I was about to say the same thing.
Well, as I say, I'm a man many a year on. I don't know what these freelancing costs are these days. It's not every week. Well, no, sometimes it is. But normally I just send one of my crew and they drag him back from the nearest bar. But I think this is going to need a bit more of a firm hand. So I name your price. I don't know how this is going to run me. So
5,000 gold.
5,000. That seems a bit steep, but yes, okay. And sort of he opens his sack and just gives a big, large sack of gold, like a big, large sack. It's like in his pocket. He goes, yes, here you go. I hope you don't mind a plat users.
No, that's perfectly fine. So he puts half in there?
There is like pretty much exactly that in there.
5,000.
Yep. No, half.
Okay.
You said half up front, yes.
Yes, that is correct. Well, perfect. Then we will bring him back whether he wants it or not.
Yes. So, did you say where he was? Or do you have an idea where he might be?
Yes, that's right. They drew me this
They call it a map, but quite frankly, it's a sketch at best. It's I believe he's down in the slum, the temple. I think they call it the temple district. It's down in the well, I don't know if you've seen it. I think it's in the eastern part of the city. But just ask around, you'll find it. It's in the. I believe he's gone to the the solariums.
Solariums, okay.
Does that mean anything to me?
Roll. Maybe.
Religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
No. So you haven't heard. You've heard rumors of the temple district in Bastion Bay, but not having really explored it too much. You did
Graham.
as you ran around Bastion Bay looking for a temple before. You did find a few rumors, and certainly where the Temple of Umberly is would be a good place to start.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember running around and getting revived by the shaman of whatever temple we went in. It wasn't the one of Solarium, but yeah.
These guys must have a nice tan.
But I also think they must be somewhat slightly hidden because it wasn't one of the ones out on the street that we were nosing around.
Yeah.
Mind you, we were moving pretty quickly as well. We didn't want to die.
And we were not looking for it. Now we are.
Sorry, did you say what his son's name was? Did I miss that?
Solarium is the name of the cult.
I know his son's name.
Oh, the son's name, no. I don't think he has.
Oh yes, of course. His name is Ackley.
And surname Ackley.
Well, it's Bloodcake, of course, dear boy.
I was asking because it might have been that he had a different alias or went by something else when he was, I don't know.
He'll know. He might have called him stupid name or other, but he's a Bloodcake. Spending this sort of money on a bastard now, would I?
True, true.
And what does he look like? Can you give us a brief description of him?
Well, yes, if you imagine me, but
Younger.
a little less attractive.
Burn.
Younger. I mean, you'll know him. He looks like a twat.
Wait a minute.
Like a twat.
All right.
Okay, leave it with us. We'll have him back to you in no time.
And if you could bring him back to my ship down in the port, that would be very grateful. And sure we can sort you out with the rest of the gold.
What's the name of your ship?
Yes, it's the Hateful Scorn. Quite cliche, I know, but it stirs up the emotions for the proletarian folk.
What does the masthead on it look like?
The masthead, yes, well, it's, just regular old thing. It's nothing too important, but you should see the sails. They're a beautiful crimson color. You can't miss them.
Very well. I think we can ask around otherwise. Then let us head to this cult and find your son.
Yes. No time to lose.
Yes, quite, thank you. And if you do find him, try and bring him back in one piece. Although, a few scars that might knock some sense into him probably wouldn't go amiss either.
Right you are.
We'll do our best.
That's good, yes. And he
Okay.
sort of just wanders out of the room.
All right. And as soon as he's gone and the door is closed, like, holy shit, I did not think he was going to say yes to 5,000 gold pieces.
No. Good job. I was going to say 500.
Just look at the coins and check that they're real. Guys, we're in the money.
Roll an insight check as a group.
Well, I mean, everybody rolls it or what?
Yes, please.
Damn it.
All right. So you get, having taken stock of the interaction that you just had,
you definitely get the impression that this guy, he does seem to care for his son, at least to the degree where he wants to really get him back so he can beat him himself. He certainly seems to be one of. He didn't even falter when you said 5,000 gold pieces. He just sort of assumed that would be the price. That would be a correct price. He took you at your word. He didn't seem to be a foolish person. He just didn't seem to be one that was that bothered about paying you 5,000 gold.
Also, he had that money in his pocket. That was looking around money for him. That's not, I need to get home. That's not, I need to talk to the bank manager. That's, yeah.
And there you go.
You do also get the impression that the fact that you asked for money he found it almost boring.
Yeah.
As if he was expecting you to ask for something exciting and interesting that he could source for.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Right. And whilst you investigate the map that he's given you, I'm going for a pee.
Where's the map?
Where's the map? Is it in the handouts?
We must obtain the map from our dungeon master.
At least we're not going out to
Woo!
sea. Let's
Oh
go.
wow!
Secret
Oh,
passage?
I'm into another room. Ooh, I'm gonna explore.
Hey! No, you shouldn't do
There's
that.
a lot of wood around. Try not to
Woo!
burn anything.
Is this a door actually?
No, door's up here.
Oh, it is a
There's some
door.
paper lying on this table here. Wait, I'm coming back. Whoop, whoop. Hi guys.
Yeah, it is a
can go
door.
through
There's
here.
like lots of
Yeah.
doors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors.
Is that also? Ooh, that's also a door. Woo.
Shouldn't be looking around. Graham's going to end you when he gets back.
I will end you.
Shh. What? Nothing happened. I'm still here. What are you talking about?
She took a stroll, that's fine.
Which bits did you look in?
Nowhere.
You know when you tell like
It's okay
your
to look
kid
in
not-
things.
You know when you tell your kid don't touch anything? Well,
Yeah, I was
they
the kid that
touched
touched
everything.
everything.
Which bit did you look at? I can rewind the Twitch stream and watch. Or you could just tell me and we could roll it. That's always fine.
Okay, I just went to the left,
Cool.
to the table where the paper is lying.
So did you look in just that bit?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
This
So
one.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, this one.
All right. So yeah, you can see there's another room a bit like this. Seems to be set up for kind of meetings. There seems to be a nice desk in the middle. Again, all the furniture is very lavish. It's a bit quieter in this part of but there are, as you walk into this corridor, you see there are a few people milling around, kind of servants and other sort of noble-looking people that don't seem to take much notice of you. You seem to be very interested. All right. As you guys have been studying the map, once you look at the map, you realise it's much better than the Captain Bloodcake described to you. Whilst he thought it was just a meager sketch, it's one of the better maps you've seen, and you're pretty sure that it's actually you need to go down to the Temple of Umberly, head round the corner a bit, and you'll be able to find the solarium.
All right.
All right.
Let's go that way then.
Woo! 3 is back. Okay. 3 is back. 3 is back.
Where's the door?
Yeah, where Graven is. Here.
I just okay. Oh, yeah.
Technically, any of the northern doors would work. Just keep walking.
As you walk out past Burbank, he says, "Yep, have a lovely afternoon, fellas. If you need anything, if you any more business, Capa, then just come back and let me know, and we can sort something out.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for
Burbank.
being such distinguished guests." And he looks at you, says, "Yep, it's you behaved yourselves very well. Good job."
you sound almost surprised.
Well, it's
Wow.
not every day people wander in here with their full armor, ready for battle.
That is true.
Well, I'm really kind of almost glad that you didn't tell us to take it off because, well, one of us can't.
Oh. All right. Okie dokie. Okie dokie lemon pie. All right. So you head out. You head out of the doodah into the Watson. Oh, excuse me. That was gross. Head back up the building and head towards the Temple of Unbelief, which you know this building over here. As you head round, you follow the map and you head down a sort of a small side alley, and in front of you you see a solid iron-bound wooden door.
So as we're walking there, I'm just talking with the others. Friends, do you have any means of convincing someone against its will to follow us, or perhaps to restrain the person?
No, we just knock him out and tie him up, don't we?
Nah, we tell him we have like treasure for him, and we just make him believe us, and then yeah.
That does
No.
not sound very believable.
No, brothers. There's a clear path before us. His mind has been warped. I will make him see the light and convert him to Kelenfor, which is the only correct course.
We're not going to fight cults with cults.
How dare you?
No.
And how are you planning on converting him?
It's simple. I will explain to him the truth, and his mind will be opened to the glory that is the justice of Kelenvor, Lord of the Dead.
Do people normally hide behind the sofa when people knock on their doors like that?
And if that doesn't work, we just beat the truth into him. Till he
Guys,
falls unconscious, and then we'll just drag him out.
okay, put it this way, right? His father is giving us 5k to pick him up and return him. I think if we like do anything to jeopardize the health of him, I think he'll probably pay a fair bit more for us to be erased from the surface of the earth. That's probably not the best idea.
Agreed.
Nah, be fine. We just knock him out.
Cloud
What,
looks...
the father or the son?
Done. Just give him a gentle tap on the back of the head, and he'll go down like a sack of potatoes. And
You
we'll
do
just
get the
drag him out.
distinct impression that whilst he wanted his son back, he didn't mind if he was a bit roughed
Roughed
up.
him up a bit, yeah. Teach him a lesson. We're doing him a favour.
Cloud looks to Fjord with a bit of desperation. How about you, Fjord? Do you have any means to restrain someone or to convince them, charm them perhaps?
Well, I'm not sure what he's asking.
Some magical means is all I'm saying. Fjord? Hello, Fjord?
Someone's been caught AFK.
Gone, mate.
Let's go.
The entry number 3.
Hi.
Then
Sorry, my mic was weird.
Aren't they
But
all...
no, I haven't got any means other than just tying him up and trying to talk to him.
All right.
Graham, it's all black.
Yeah, it's because you're still outside the iron door.
Okay.
The iron-bound wooden door, to be precise.
This isn't just a
Graham, where
door.
am I? This looks like purgatory.
It is purgatory.
Sorry.
It's theatre of the mind. Use it.
It's where all of the people that move around when they're not being paid attention to go.
I guess we bang on the door then, do we? Or are we going to try and sneak in?
I see nothing for now, just my own token.
You see an iron-bound wooden door.
I knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
All right. So after a short period, a fella appears at the door and says to you, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Hello, we are here to see.
He's wearing like robes, and looks fairly weedy.
We're here to see our friend Akele.
Are you here to donate as well?
In
Well,
manner of speaking.
These fists. No.
Sorry, are you here to donate or
well our friend Akele told us we had to hear his great discovery, and he didn't tell us more. We're here to find out.
Well, I don't believe that Ackley has made any great discovery. He's certainly come to donate.
Perhaps he meant that donating to you is a great thing to do. I do not know, but I would like to hear it from him. Is he here?
Yes, he's in the process of donating at the moment.
Donating what?
He's donating, yes.
What exactly is he donating?
How weedy does this guy look? Can we just push past him?
You could certainly try.
Can we see beyond him? Past? Where, is he, or
One
is he
of you
blocking
probably
the view?
could. Yeah,
Can we
well,
see anybody?
he hasn't opened the door very far. You can sort of just see him, and you can see it does lead down some steps, and you can't see a huge amount else.
All right, I'll just glare at him. I'll say, are you going to let us in or not?
Well, you seem to be ignoring the question about donate. I'm only allowed to let donate.
What do you want us to donate exactly?
Well, I think if you don't know the answer to that question, then I don't think you're really here to donate.
Could it be that you donated recently?
Yeah.
I have a feeling
look.
it's code for like full Jonestown that I'm going to like kill myself and like donate to the
No,
cult.
we also offer blessings from the chapel.
That's
we,
what.
feed
Right.
and home the donors and the beggars of the city.
Right, look, Mush, if you don't let us in, I am going to donate my fists to your face.
Well, there's no need to be like that.
Well, let us in then.
Come on in.
Thank you. I knew you were a reasonable man.
Can I insight the guy? I'm wondering if he's actually reacting to this. Oh, I cannot.
I mean, he does seem to be talking to you.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Bored and doesn't really want to be talking to you. Bron has moved into the room, and
Yeah.
you can see that sort of goes down some steps.
I
Oh,
follow.
there we go. Here we are.
I'd like to follow.
Is this the guy?
It's quite a small room. Yeah, that's the guy.
Oop,
Right.
somebody's moving.
I'll say now, if you could point us in the direction of our friend, that would be most helpful.
Yes, he's down there to the right.
Can I insight on that?
Sure.
What is going on with my insight?
Definitely seems to be telling the truth.
I just can't.
If you go down to the large statue where you can be sorted, and then move through to the receiving room where you can be robed, and then can continue on to your friend.
I whisper to Graven, I'm very tempted to just beat the shit out of this guy and proceed.
Just to what? Sorry?
Beat the shit out of this guy before we proceed.
He's done nothing wrong. He's just.
But
yeah, but then-
but he will.
But as soon as we move down the passageway, he might go and alert somebody. So maybe we should just be quiet. I don't know.
So hang on, Graham. I look around. Is there any other door in this room?
Yeah, so you can see that there is a door here, which seems to be closed. He's kind of standing in the corner of the room. You can see that, in fact, in this room, a single sconce on the western wall lights the room, and you can see another solid iron-bound wooden door on this part of the wall. And then there seems to be a corridor going down there, which is darker.
I ask him to come with us as a guide and show us around.
Some of you have dark vision.
Yeah.
Cloud, you have dark vision.
Yeah.
I ask him to come along with us and show us around.
I've told you, if you continue down, there are more of us who will receive you and give you the proper tutorial.
Yeah, but that's why you can come with us and basically.
I'm afraid, sir, but I have to look after. There are you.
What?
The
Say
door.
again?
I have to stand here and look after the door and receive any more visitors like yourself who
Well,
wish
we don't-
to come to
we-
the temple today.
Come on, we'll be
It's
quick.
not far. Just move down the corridor.
It's all right. Let's just head that way.
All right, let's go down the corridor then.
I'll just make sure there's no traps.
I'll walk
Okay.
behind.
Is that perception or
Yep.
I'll give the
investigation?
guy an intimidating glare as I walk past him.
We've just got a very
You disrupted me
Like-
from
like-
updating
like you-
Instagram.
like you've taken
Prepare to
far
die.
too long to walk through a room and into the next. That's the kind of vibe he's giving you.
I have to
Yeah.
say that so far we're the really dodgy, weird people coming into this place. And anyway,
All right. So as you look down the corridor, you can see here there is a statue of a blind woman holding scales of justice.
Does it ring any bells for me? Do I recognise it?
Roll a religion.
I'll ask Kellenbor to assist me. $17.
17. Something. Right. You. Yes. I totally know what this thing is.
you broke the DM.
Recognize this to have some significance in. Although you don't really recognize it to be a particularly religious item, you do notice, you do know it to be of a sorting variety. As you move further down the corridor, you can see that around the. I'm going to assume you can see this as well. You can see that around the statue are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are like 10. There are 10 pillars,
Okay.
and you get the impression that the pillars, the I can't speak today. The statue uses the pillars to help sort people, and as Bron steps in front of the statue,
He is disintegrated.
As Bron walks past the statue, this pillar illuminates.
Sorry, which one?
The one in the north.
I look at the pillar. Do I see anything specific about it?
Nope.
Okay. I don't really want to touch it.
But you will anyway.
No, I'm not touching it.
Can I just check on the door at the end? This one?
Yep. So as you walk up to the door, it opens.
Ah.
And so as you walk past the statue as well,
Oh yeah.
The Bron sort of shuffles out the way, and you guys need to fill in your character sheets better.
You mean mine? What's wrong?
One
with
of the statues glows, but I don't know because you don't fill in your character sheet properly.
What's missing?
One of them does.
Okay.
And then as you walk up to the door, it opens.
Oh.
And another bored-looking fella in the same sort of garb says, "Yes, come on in. I will work, and you can continue to donate. That's what you are here for."
Well,
Graven, as you walk past the statue,
Mm-hmm.
you the pillar on the west. No, that's you. The pillar on the directly west from the statue lights up.
I'm going to try to follow these guys. So I'm probably walking by this again. Oh,
Your
yes.
one that lights up for you is the base of the statue lights up as you walk past, and 3 as you walk past the western statue also lights up for you.
And what's on the statues? Is there anything specific?
So there's nothing on the pillars. They just
The pillars, yeah.
illuminate as you walk in front of the statue. And
How many are there? 9?
Yes.
10, no?
10.
10.
10.
9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
10.
That may or may not be correct.
Okay.
So, blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yes, there is 9.
There are 9.
Okay.
Okay.
And Cloud, as you walk up to the main door, just come on in. I will receive you now. Food or clothing?
What about our closing? I didn't
or
hear.
Are you here to donate?
We are here looking for our friend, Ackley.
Yes, he is in the process of donating. Would you also like to donate? I'm afraid it's not a process that can be stopped once it has begun.
What does donating entail?
Yes, you have to put on one of these robes and enter into the main room where the process will be explained to you in full detail.
That's going to be a problem for Graven.
Yes, well, what would you like to do?
Is there also a waiting room?
Yes.
You are welcome to wait in this room and drink and to be nourished.
Very interesting. Can I insight on these guys? Because I find them very suspicious. So. Oh, finally.
Hey.
How come the music's not working anymore?
All right, so they don't seem to be coming across as particularly suspicious. Evasive and bored, definitely, but not particularly suspicious.
I would disagree on that, but sure.
They seem to be following the guidelines that they've been told to follow, and that's about it, as much personality as they have.
Do they look as though they're in a normal kind of state of health, or do they seem drugged, or?
No, they seem fine. They just look like regular old cultist type fellas.
Right. Can we see? Are they clearly armed, or their robes hide any weapons?
It doesn't look like their robes would hide many weapons. They seem to be fairly plain robes. They definitely don't look like they're guarding anything particularly. You do see that each one of them has kind of like a small wooden club, but it doesn't look like it be a particular bother to any of you guys, even if they did try to swing it at you. But they don't seem the kind of people that would swing it at anybody.
We could just ignore them and go through the door.
Well,
That is the only door, is it?
Yeah, so you can see another door out here. So you must put on a robe if you're going to go follow down the door. You're welcome to leave your belongings here.
put the robes on.
I already wear the correct garb.
No, sir. As I've explained to your friend here, these robes here, and he points to like a bunch of pegs. He said, "These robes here are the ones that you need to wear to move forward and to donate."
Would they fit me on over the top of my armor?
You would, as I've already explained, sir, you would need to remove your garb and place the robe on.
Can I watch this guy try and remove your armor?
I'm gonna hold out my arm to him and say, "Go ahead, take my gauntlet off."
Sort of, he attempts to, but he's like fed up with you, really. And he sort of, "Sir, this glove is attached in ways that I don't seem to be able to remove."
That's what I'm.
You
trying
need to remove,
say to you.
as I've explained, you need to remove your current clothing. And
Can I?
I
Can I
just-
you are welcome, more than welcome to stay in this room whilst your friends continue.
Can I just grab a robe and try and put it on over the top of my armor?
You certainly can.
I walk up to the door and try and open it.
Okay. The door is.
Oh, forget the robe then. If he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I think let's forget this robe thing.
Yeah, let's just go in. Ignore them.
Ooh, it's kicking off.
Any objections?
No.
Nope. No.
Okay, so whatever. as three pushes the door open, and you can see it continues down to another door.
Okay,
And
let's go.
these acolyte fellows don't seem to be like stopping you in any way. They just seem to.
I just walk down to the next door and
Oop.
open it.
Okay. Okay. So as you open the door, where's the light?
Oop, sorry.
You see, it opens into another room, which has two doors leading off of it, and again, there's mounted sconces in the wall. You see several more robes on the. As you walk into the room, you place your foot on what seems to be a plate, and all of a sudden, gas seems to start to fill the room. Go down the corridor and start filling the room. Presumably, you're following as well, Fia.
Yeah.
It starts filling all of the rooms. I need you all to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yay. Not so good.
Is that everyone? 15. Oh, that is everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, as the gas sort of fills the room, three, you sort of look around, and as you do so, you see all of your adventuring colleagues fall asleep, and basically just like hit the deck, completely unconscious.
Bugger.
We're not even in the room. Okay, let's pretend we're in the room.
I will not enough to hurt him, but hard enough for it to feel, bang against. I think Craven's the one with the demonic armor.
He is the one with the demonic armor.
Yeah, well, I'll give him a gentle slap on the armor with my with my quarterstaff to try and see if I can wake him.
Okay. You don't seem. He doesn't seem to stir. He seems to be snoring away. It doesn't stir. It does make a fairly loud bang. At which point you notice one of the acolytes from behind you walking towards you. Yeah, we did tell you, sir.
Indeed, and I told you I was in the correct robes. Now stay there, or you will suffer.
Yes, I'm afraid. We're going to have to take your friends into the donation room anyway.
Touch them, and you will feel Kelemvor's justice.
Yes, quite. And they sort of keep walking forwards.
Right, I cast.
All right. At which point, I'd like you to roll initiative, please.
That's a risky move.
Well,
Do we all do that, by the way, or?
No, just just 3.
Those about to die salute you.
Does my hair still burn when I'm unconscious?
Of course. Just not as hot.
TPK incoming, guys.
Just gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
All right. So at this point, the two of the fellows cast. You see flame appear in their hands, and two of them attempt to attack you with sacred flame. I'm going to need you to roll 2 dexterity saving throws, please. All right. So the first one just sort of passes over you. The second one hits you and does 5 points of radiant damage. They then shout out. They shout, "You will need to donate, sir! It is not just us who will be making you." And then it's your turn.
right, I'll cast spiritual weapon.
I'm back.
Yay.
What did I miss?
Okay.
So 8 points of force damage on this one.
All right.
Can I step over? Whatever.
You can't stop
Whatever.
in her space. And
But
you
she's
can't-
unconscious though.
Yes, but she still takes up space. So you can pass through a friendly creature space, but you can't stop within it.
Right. Okay. Then. Stupid. I mean, I find it ridiculous that I can't attack him with my staff in this same thing. But there you go. There's not much else I can do.
But you can't
Actually,
step
there's a
over
door.
your...
Is this door? Can I grab fuel? I can't get it right. And if you put it in your name thing, then I might have a chance. But can I drag her in and slam the door?
Yes, sorry, hang on. I'm just reading the answer to your question about whether you can stand in the space of an unconscious creatures. It's quite funny. The answer is still no. But interestingly, on this blog post, it also finishes with this interpretation is bloody stupid, which I think matches your phrase.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and drag her in and slam the door.
Okay, into which room? Sorry.
Into the room I'm in already.
You were in the same. Oh, right, into there. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fine.
in.
Right. Yep. Yeah, you can do that, and you can slam the door. Okay. Yep. Fine. Good. Door is closed.
Okay, and I'm gonna hold up against it.
Okay.
Where's your spiritual weapon?
On the other side of the door.
Okay.
Maybe I can make blind attacks.
Do you be able to need to see? Do you need to be able to see
Yahoo
your
Answers
spiritual
D&D edition.
Use all the words.
Do you need to be able to see your spiritual weapon? That's that question.
It doesn't say that.
Cool. All right. Okay. So Dum 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 dum. All right, what are you up to?
Should I have rolls for like Constitution or something to wake myself back up?
Nope. You are firmly asleep. It's your turn again, Pooh.
So I'm holding the door.
Wait, is it your turn? Oh no, hang on. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. Right. Sorry. Now it's your go. Yes, carry on.
Do I feel any resistance on the door?
Nope. Nobody seemed to have tried to break through the door. Or
Right.
anything.
I'm gonna quickly rummage through drifting clouds stuff to see whether he took one of those Dobson's potions.
I did not.
I did. He says sleepily.
Then I'm gonna go through bronze stuff.
Also, it tickles.
And I'm going to pour it right down bronze next. This seems like a.
Oh dear.
Oh God, we're dead.
Best thing ever.
All right. Let's see what happens. It may be nothing. Don't get too excited. 89. It's a solid number. Is 89.
It's the best number of all.
God. Okay. Need to do something quickly.
Actually, many spell effects work only
Right.
until you're
What is
incapacitated.
your Constitution modifier?
My +2.
+2. Ah, great. Okay, so roll one then. All right. Okay, so as you pour the bottle of potion down Bron's neck, you see it comes out and almost turns into like a heavy mist. You see Bron's skin immediately turns slimy, and you notice 3 slits appear in either side of his neck. And he
Turn
immediately
me into a fish.
starts gasping for air.
For fuck's sake.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Well, he'll never know. He was asleep.
Oh dear.
Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, I think I've done enough.
Try again, you never know.
Okay, so at which point you feel a smack on the door. Can you roll? Can you roll a strength saving throw for me, please? So as you hear a smack on the door, it then opens outwards, and the acolyte sort of stands there and looks at you as if to say, "Do you realize the door opened the other way, right?" And attempts to beat you over the top of your head with its club. Not managing to hit you through the door, you can like parry it off with your staff. Then and then just press more buttons, all the buttons. All right, okay, at which point you then see one of the other acolytes from behind steps forward and again attempts to cast Sacred Flame at you.
Okay. Dex.
Yes, please. Yep. So it doesn't. I don't think Sacred Flame hits if you pass the save.
Yeah, I think it's 0.
All right. You do, however, then see. You hear the door behind you opens.
Ooh.
And 2 more acolytes running through the door. Both of which, seeing you, attempt to Sacred Flame you as well.
We need some music.
So if you could roll 2 more Dexterity saving throws up. Oh no, that's not good. Right. Okay. So you take another 7 damage.
Okay.
And then it's your turn. You can now see about 5 of these acolyte fellas. And your friends are still very much asleep.
I'm gonna get some water while I'm asleep.
Like Bond could do with some water.
I'm going to move here into the corner so they can't flank me. No, I can't move there. I'm going to move into this corner
Okay.
so they... No. Bollocks. Yeah, I'm going
What's
to
wrong with that
disengage,
corner?
move into this
All
corner,
right. Okay. Yeah.
and then my spiritual weapon's going to hit this one
Okay.
if I can find it. Yes, if it hits.
That's a hitter. All right. So you bring your spiritual weapon back through this guy and it's like clean straight through him. As he dies.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything else?
I think I've pretty much done everything I can do.
Okay. So that one is dead. At which point, they all sort of continue to fill the room, crossing over as much of your fallen allies as they can, and attempt to basically they're all just like firing flame at you.
Okay.
3, 4.
If you survive this, man.
4 dex saves.
Yes, please. All right, so you take 7 radiant damage.
That's not so bad. Okay. I'm going to...
This is a small room.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds, 2nd level on myself.
I'm back.
Sup, yo?
I'm going to hit some spiritual. Yeah, Cure Wounds, so for... Oh, that's some shit. 9 points. So... 21. And I'm going to use my bonus action to hit one of these bastards again. This hit.
13 hits.
So 7 points on this one next.
7. All right, yeah. Okay, so you plow it through him. He looks quite hurt. They don't seem to be the most resolute of fellas.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yes, I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay. And then I'd like you to roll 3 more dexterity saving throws, please. Okay, so you take 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action spiritual weapon. This one.
Okay.
Again.
All right. So you see this guy's like frantically trying to heal himself, putting his hands, he's sort of chanting away as you bring your spirit, plow it through the back of his neck and kill him.
That's right.
Drops down.
Every time I do this, the spiritual weapon, deleting a spell slot, which is totally wrong.
It's a 9.
Oh well. Yeah, just putting it back up again. And I'm going to cast another second level, and then I won't have any more second level anyway, so it won't matter. Cure wounds on myself. For 18 points, alright, yeah. Which puts me on 28. Sweet. Right. Yep, that's my go.
Okay. Which point? Roll 3 more dexterity saving throws, please. All right, you take 6 more points of radiant damage, and you hear from the back of the from back down the corridor down in this direction. This direction. Can't see it. Don't know if you can see that from that direction. You hear more doors opening and commotion. It sounds like someone shouting, "What's going on down there?"
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast. Oh shit. I can't. That's a pity. Oh well. I'm going to. I'm gonna hit one with my quarterstaff.
Okay, this one.
I can walk onto his space, can't I?
Yeah, you can.
I'll walk onto his space, hit him with the quarterstaff.
How do you do 0 bludgeoning?
Because I've got really weak strength. And I can't cast Shillelagh, so because I need my bonus action to do spiritual weapon.
So you do hit him,
yeah,
but it doesn't seem to have any effect.
For 12 points of damage.
To which one?
To this one.
All right. So yeah, as you try and hit him, and he sort of smiles, he gets a spiritual weapon straight through his neck, which slits it, and falls down in front of you, choking on his own fall.
All right. I'm very impressed so far.
Like a one-man army.
He's kicking ass.
Let him have it, Graham. He's worked hard for it.
If only I'd made this map. Right. Okay. So, at which point these two fellas continue to cast Sacred Flame at you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, dex from me. Oh, that's not good.
All right. So you take 7 points of radiant damage.
Ouch.
Have I mentioned we have a potion of resistance to radiant damage in the vault?
No, you can't because you're asleep.
Well, and anyway, it's not here, so it's just the irony that I wanted to point out.
I'm gonna spiritual weapon another one of these. This guy.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh, sorry.
Great idea, but you see another fella appears in the doorway. What's this? What the hell? What's all this? Sort of like has a quick cursory scan, sees you and like casting with your spiritual weapon, and just like throws his spear at you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! And it clatters against the wall and doesn't do anything.
It would have been nice if it hit the other guy.
Then you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna spiritual weapon this geezer.
That's a hitter.
For 8 points of damage.
All right.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
And I'm going to heal myself for 8 points.
Okay.
You can do this, man.
Maybe.
Haven't we woken up yet?
I'm trying to be as noisy as possible, by the way. I guess this is quite a noisy affair.
Yeah, it's not been the quietest of things. And no, you are very much just to give you the heads up. That was that dice I rolled means you're asleep for 2 hours.
Okay.
This guy, all right, this guy runs, sort of like pushes his way through the throng of people and clambers his way over out, so he's next to you, and attempts to like grab onto your arms and tries to grapple you. And I'd like you to roll either a strength or acrobatics check, please. All right, so as he tries to grapple you, just like shove him away. He sort of like bends over and like picks up his spear. And this fella, you see another fella appear in the doorway. Again, lobs his spear at you. Not managing to hit you with his spear. And same old tradition of 2 more sacred flames. Alright, so this time you take 5 radiant points of damage.
Right. So, spiritual weapon on the guy that I've already hit. Try and get rid of him.
Noise.
Yep, and he died.
And I am going to... I'm going to heal myself. I think that's
Okay.
probably the best bet. Yeah, that was alright. I'll take that. Okay.
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Alright. So, this fella. Does that work? This fella runs in, picks up his spear, but attempts to grapple you. In fact, both of these guards attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
So I need you to roll 2 either acrobatics or athletics check. Alright, so again, you just like push them both off. You're not having any of this shit today. You are the one man
Go
out
on.
of 3 army. The acolyte at the back again casts another sacred flame at you. Does 5 radiant damage.
Right.
And then you hear the 2 guys say, "Just surrender and we'll make this
Make this what? I didn't catch the last bit.
easy for you."
And I say, surrender and Kelenvor's justice will be merciful. And then I spiritual weapon one of the guards, this one.
Okay.
Bollocks. That probably
That
misses.
does not hit.
And I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on him.
Alright. What does that do?
Wisdom saving throw, is it?
sound of Dolores' bell fills the air around it. The
That's all.
target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. 1d8 necrotic damage. Wisdom. He passes his save.
Okay.
So he doesn't take any damage.
No, don't take any damage. It's a cantrip.
You wouldn't do anything else?
That's bloody stupid as well. Tolerance taking things off there as well. That's really rubbish. No, that's it.
Okie dokie. All right, so this guy, so in fact, both the guards, this time just try and spear you down. They're fed up and trying to grapple you. First one manages to get his spear into you and pulls it out. And you take 5 piercing damage.
Yep.
The acolyte at the back tries to sacred flame you, but he's running out of energy. And you just wave away his flame. And again, they say, stand down! Release your weapons! And then you're up.
I'm going to. I'm going to spiritual weapon this guard. For 11 force damage.
Yep, which guard, sorry? One on
This
left.
one. Yeah.
Yep, alright.
And then I'm going to toll the dead him. So that's why.
Wisdom.
Do you have any inspiration?
You do toll him. You toll him.
So he takes 1d12.
He does take.
I don't know. I don't know if that would.
Oh,
I don't know if that was working properly.
Oh, because it wasn't.
because you put
Right.
1d12, yeah. Much better.
It's up to you for 11 damage.
You are correct. It does not work.
Okay. Yeah. So
Are you dead? You told him good.
Yeah.
His like brain just fills with the sound of bells and just collapses in front of you.
as he collapses, I say, "Surrender. You need not face Kellenvor's justice yet."
All right. At which point the guard looks at you and says, "You think we're the only ones in here? You are." And again, tries to spear you. In fact, no, he's going to try and grapple you again.
All right.
Doesn't grapple you.
Hang on,
He grapples himself.
I might crit as well. Oh, but no.
You got a +2. You couldn't have lost. And then the fella's still trying to sacred flame you.
Okay, sorry, Dex.
All right, so you can take an 8 radiant damage,
Oof. Right.
and then you hear from down the corridor, "He's right. You're not the only one there. Drop your weapons."
You can do this, man.
I'm going to mess this other guard up. So I'm going to spiritual weapon him. 9 force damage,
All right.
and I'm going to risk it. I'm going to toll the dead on him.
Mong. Mong.
What did you call him, Graham?
Bong. I don't know what your T is.
My DC is 14, so I don't know.
Not get told.
Oh well.
I thought the attacker had the advantage always on a tie.
I believe you have to just meet or better to pass a check.
Okay.
At which point he just attempts to spear you as the other guy attempts to sacred flame you.
All right, I'll do the dex save now.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so you take 11 points of damage.
All right. Still up, just.
And then it's your turn. Yep. They're still screaming at you to drop your weapons.
And I'm screaming the same at them. I'm going to spiritual weapon this one.
That's a hit.
12 points of damage. And I am going
He's dead.
to cure wounds on myself.
Jeez. All of the spells.
11. I mean, yeah, I've still got one left, so.
That's a tough cleric.
And yeah, that's it. That's me done.
All right. At which point this acolyte fella runs past you and down the corridor.
Which way does this door open?
It's opening into this corridor.
Into this corridor.
Did I give him an opportunity there?
It did not.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to slam that door.
Okay.
I'm going to start dragging people quickly into here, like piling them up
Into where? Sorry. Into
here.
here. All right. Okay. Your friends or the other people?
My friends.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna drag two bodies here, two of the bodies into here. I'm gonna shut this door. I'm gonna jam those bodies at the base of the door.
Okay.
So it opens into the corridor as we already discovered.
Okay. It does. Yep.
And then I'm gonna start dragging people. What about this door? Which way does this door open?
Which door? This one. Whatever way you like.
I'm gonna pop it open and have a peek down the corridor. I can't see. There's like a big black block there.
Sorry. Oh yeah. No, it is open. There's just no light.
Oh, okay. I'll cast light then.
And you can see this room is lit up. So as you cast light here, you hear from down the corridors, "Drop your weapons!"
Right. I'm going to push. I'm going to grab Graven. He's got armor, heavy armor.
He's a heavy fellow
solid.
anyway. Yeah.
And I'm gonna. Bollocks! I don't know which way this door opens. If it opens in, I'll be all right. But
it opens inwards.
okay, so I'm going to push Graven against the door.
The door stops. How about that?
See, even when you're asleep, you're useful.
I'm gonna. I think Bron's chunky fighter, so I'm gonna push him against this door, and then I'm gonna take Cloud up against the same door as Graven, and Laura against the same door as Bron.
I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
And then I'm gonna sort of stand here ready to help push against any door that anybody tries to come in on.
Okay. All right. So.
Graham, I have a question.
I don't know how long I'll sleep.
Would you allow us to use an inspiration point to try and wake up?
You're pretty asleep at this point.
Or like at least roll for another Constitution roll to try or something like that.
No, sorry, you're asleep for 2 solid hours.
All right.
There is no additional check for waking up.
Okay.
Can you not wake somebody up by slapping them? I mean, normally this is obviously a poison or something.
Yeah, you've been exposed to the gas that's made you fall unconscious. It's not just you've just fallen asleep. you've been affected by this gas, and you're going to be asleep for a couple hours.
Could just wait here for a couple of hours.
All right. So at which point you hear a bang on both the doors. From the other side, you hear a, "Let us in! Drop your weapons! We won't harm you!"
If you let me and my friends proceed out of here without harm, clear the passage out to let me out, then I will agree. Clear. I won't kill any more of you. Clear a passage for me to leave, or prepare to meet Kelenvor.
Roll a performance check or persuasion. It's up to you. All right. Okay. So you hear a bit of silence on the door, and you hear, "You can leave, but your friends can't."
Then make peace with whichever foul god you worship, and prepare to meet him. May Kelenvor have mercy on your souls.
There is still quiet coming from the door. Nothing has changed just quite yet.
Just talk it out for 2 hours.
Bringing the ghost skater in.
You used to do long sermons, right? So
Is Bron still a fish, or is that one-off thing?
No, he does still seem to be got. It's only been 30 seconds, a minute or so, but he does seem to be becoming less pale.
Okay. He hasn't woken up.
He is not.
Just wait here for 2 hours.
All right. So after a few short minutes, you hear an almighty bang on the door. It sort of like creaks and cracks, but it doesn't quite open. Although it does seem to be giving.
All right. I'll push back. Try and push it back in place.
Okay. So as you do so, you hear a very similar bang on the other. So you sort of like trying to hold them both closed as much as you. But they certainly seem to be creaking. After not too long, you hear again. They seem to be fairly convinced they're coming in. And then on the third attempt, they bang the door open. Fior gets shoved to one side. Graven kind of rolls to the side. And well, you can see these people already anyway. And you see that there are 4 guards all standing with their spears ready, and they say, "Drop your weapons, bow down, or we'll shoot."
Right. I'm gonna just step forward and hit one then.
All right.
Give them.
ooh, what's that?
All right, so as you do so, you get a barrage of spears come sort of flying towards you. One of them hits you sort of in the side and does 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But doesn't quite take you out. And you run towards the other one and just start wailing on him.
Yep. I'm going to cast Shillelagh. I think probably my spiritual weapon's expired.
How long does it last for?
A minute, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right. So yep, you hit this guy. 6 bludgeoning damage. Good job. Ooh, can you do anything else?
Not much I can do.
All right. At which point the 2 fellas from behind you run into the room, and you get 3 spears attempt to hit you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And so as you see these fellas running, one smacks you right on the back of the head with his spear and knocks you out.
Okay.
And you are now also unconscious.
Yay, unconscious party.
Now we just need to wait for 2 hours. So what are you guys doing this evening?
And now we see the scene Graham planned to play out 45 minutes ago.
Sorry, perhaps I should have surrendered.
No, that's fine. I think that was really cool. I didn't expect you to last this long.
Yeah, it was a pretty good fight, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Especially for a cleric.
Yeah, I mean, it helps when you can heal yourself.
Yeah, but he was like healing, fighting. It was a good effort. Okay, so after a short period, I'm just gonna make this super dramatic. Probably not really super dramatic. It might be really drawn out and overly not needed. But
You've hidden the screen.
you are now all unconscious.
Have you hidden the screen? Oh, yes.
Because you did not see.
I can't. Is this going to go on for 2 hours?
Yep.
We're gonna sit here
2 hours
for
of
an
staring
hour
at a black screen.
and listen to the background music. That's the plan, at least.
What do cultists listen to? I imagine it's like elevator music.
Chanting.
Evanescence.
No.
It's even more painful for Click. Bring me back to life.
All right. So after
True that.
after a couple of hours well, after a period of time, which you may or may not know to be a couple of hours, you all wake up. You all seem to be tied up, tied to some sort of pillar, and you see as you sort of like you come round, you see there is a fella seems to be pouring a potion down Three's neck and casting spells onto him, and then he sort of like disappears out of the room. You can all see now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Disappears out of the room, and
We're just on the floor. Can we get up? Or?
so
We're
you're actually
tied to the pillar.
You can see
Oh,
there's a
sorry.
pillar.
Okay.
So you're all tied to this pillar. You do as you
Can I hold my hair to the ropes that
You certainly can. But before you do that, you look around and you see in one of the corners there is a fairly grotesque looking being. That's this thing here. Standing next to what looks like some sort of portal. It's kind of blue and pulsy, and looks like it goes to somewhere else. You see in the corner slumps a fairly. You're almost mistaken for a pirate. Then you realise he's a big constructed as a pirate outfit that you've seen for sale in some of the more kiddie shops or touristy shops in Bastion Bay. Seems to be wearing an eye patch that doesn't really seem to fit in.
Does he look like a twat?
He does look like a twat.
It must be Ackley Bloodcake.
And this meslith, in fact, actually, yeah, all of you roll a Arcana check.
Ooh, nice.
Somebody coming in or going out? Oh,
I'm just tuning in for like 3 minutes to listen in.
all right. So
Did you say he was dead, Graham?
who's dead?
It's just
No,
kind of
just slumped to the ground, like just unconscious. I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the what you know, except Cloud, who's never seen one of these things before in his life, but what the rest of you see is a mesolith that seems to be kind of starting to pick it. It seems to have it seems to be a fairly if you imagine kind of if a cockroach had come to life and it's got a massive pitchfork, glowing red eyes. It's a large humanoid insect-looking thing with great chitinous plates. Spell that.
Yeah.
It's got long, lanky arms, legs, and wide armored skull at the top. You can, as it's sort of like clicking around every now and then, it still turns and looks at you guys. You can see it's got sharp claws and seems to certainly be picking at Ackley. You're not too sure what it's doing. Fjör, you would know that these things are highly magical creatures. Have a natural affinity for magic, magical weapons and shields, but also have powerful claws. You also know that they're not normally seen outside of the lower planes, especially the abyss, and they like to torture people's souls.
Graven can talk to it.
Cool.
So seeing all this, what do you want to do? Fjör, you want to burn your way out your rope?
Yes, please.
Correct. All right. So as you like do some weird contortionist movement and place your head against your ropes, which are like tied behind you, but you manage it. You sort of singe through the ropes and trying as subtly as you can and break through them.
I've got those sharp hooks on my gauntlets. Would I be able to cut out my ropes with those?
So they're kind of on the end of your gauntlet. Hands are tied together, so it would be quite difficult, I think, with those. But you can certainly try.
Or alternatively, I could just use my strength and try and break the rope.
You certainly could also try that.
Because of the fish thing, I'm still slimy. Can I try and slither out?
You are no longer slimy. That effect has. In fact, you were no idea that you were ever slimy because you conscious about the whole thing.
You are a bit moist, though.
Moist. God, that's a good word.
Mildly moist bronze.
Graham, can you repeat the name of this creature for my notes?
Mesolith.
How do you spell this?
Mezzoloth. No Googling. It's cheating.
Thanks.
What kind of check do you want from me to try and break out of this?
That'll be a strength. Yeah.
Can I, in the meantime, try to discreetly get out a dagger and cut through Cloud's ropes?
Yep, you can. Are you trying to do this without the thing?
Noticing, yeah.
All right. Okay. Yep. So roll a sleight of hand check.
Go on.
Because we don't do that very often.
13.
Right, so you sort of reach over and try and subtly cut through Clouds, and you do. It takes you a bit of time. You think not sure if the thing has noticed you or not, and you do eventually free Cloud. Graven is like seems to be flexing against his ropes, but doesn't seem to be doing much good at getting out. After not too long, you see that the mesolith starts to drag Ackley forwards and places in front of the sort of walks between you, and you kind of like freeze, and he puts Ackley in front of the statue. It seems to be coming to the end of some sort of ritual.
Let's not let him throw him through the portal.
Can I use Produce Flame to burn through my ropes?
You can.
All right, that's what I'll do then.
So can we... I'm not sure if we're all trying to get out of our restraints at the same time. I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
would imagine so.
Okay. But right after I'm free, and once he's there, I will try to summon a weapon and attack him.
Okay. And then I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Yeah.
my god, did I get out?
No.
Wait, so he's just going to...
You didn't say you were trying to do anything.
He was very polite and waiting for his turn to speak.
Are you trying to do something?
I'm
Yeah,
reaching
I'll try
over
and
and
get out.
cutting through his ropes.
How are you trying to get out of the rope, Ron?
Well, I tried staring at it, and that didn't really work. And then I tried negotiating with it, but it wouldn't answer. So, strength?
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Ooh, can I do a dexterity?
No, it's
Athletics.
Athletics.
I have the power!
And as you shout that, you like through your bonds.
Yeah, boy.
As you do so, you see Cloud summoning a weapon and attacking the Mezanith.
Would I've had a chance to cast a spell, a protective spell, just before we started attacking, or?
Well, you did say that you were attacking with your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, as my bonus action, I will hex it. So, did you add that?
That's you hexing it, right?
Yeah. I have to pick a saving throw disadvantage, and I'm gonna pick. What am I gonna pick? Constitution.
Okay.
And I will move here and attack with my glaive.
Okay.
Woohoo! Good start.
That's a good start.
So
What damage you do?
that's 20.
All right.
And I do my second attack. Does that hit?
That does hit.
And that's 14 more.
All right. You want to do anything else?
Nope.
All right. So at this point, the creature sort of like breathes out, hurts your ears, squills in your ears, and it
Squirrels in your ears.
squills in your ears. All right. And it does a thing. It's doing a thing.
Oh no, a thing!
Yeah.
Not the thing.
Feel like kind of like.
Say again?
Does Graven understand all that actually? He speaks Abyssal, right?
I do speak Abyssal. Is that some? Would I recognise the words, or is he just?
Yep, yeah, you would. Yeah, he's sort of. Well, he's not. Yeah, you do get the impression he's speaking Abyssal, but he's not really making any.
Okay, some kind of incantation then, maybe.
And it starts spewing out a yellow green fog starts sort of like coming out of its mouth, almost like it's like throwing up, but like it sort of keeps coming out of its mouth, and starts to fill the room with a yellow-green fog.
Lovely.
Can I hold my breath? Don't want to be unconscious again.
I'd like you all to roll a Constitution saving throw.
By the way,
Oh god.
when I attacked it, did it look hurt from my weapons?
It did. Yeah.
Okay. Like a good...
Yeah, like you smacked it.
Oh, for
something good.
goodness sake!
Right, so So 3 and Graven, you get this in your mouth, and in your ears, and in your balls.
Balls.
Bolt.
I hate you all. I hope you know that.
No, you don't.
And in fact, it affects all of you. But those of you that rolled a Constitution saving that was as low as 3 and Graven's, you take all of this damage. The rest of you only take half.
What damage is that?
Wait, I think it's
Oof.
19.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So we do 10 damage.
No, you take 8 damage.
Cool.
He ran down in D&D. Always round down.
Ah, it's 8. Okay.
And even though you try and hold your breath, it still affects you. Then, Fiora, you're up.
Ouch.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I think I'm going to need you to roll another Constitution saving.
Why though?
Let me just confirm this.
Okay, cool.
At the start of your turn.
What? Oh, sweet Jesus.
Why is my internet up?
It's a 5.
It's good.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Have I died? Oh,
So how is everyone doing?
Just wonderful.
It's been quite an interesting session tonight. I've just been watching people play. But I mean, he's done fantastically for not dying, so
Yeah,
I
true.
can't complain. It's been pretty spectacular watching him actually beat out some pretty steep odds against him.
How many did he actually kill?
It was like 5 or 6 of them, wasn't it? At least.
Man, he's going to level up after this, maybe twice.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't. Probably should have just surrendered, but I don't think.
No,
I think
fine.
it's in
Well,
character.
why?
So, if that's what the character would have done, then turn out all right.
Well, I don't have many spells left.
Ah well.
Oh, wonder.
By the way, spiritual weapon is really cool because you can attack as a bonus action every round and do other cool stuff with your actions. So.
Clerics are pretty damn good.
Mm.
At the next level, I get Guardian, Spirit of Guardian, or whatever it is, which is an area one, which is pretty amazing.
Sounds good.
Noise.
Area effects are pretty difficult to place, I find, so far in this game. We're usually in tight spaces.
But this one, it isn't. It's spirit, so they just attack.
Oh, I see which one it is. Yeah.
It's really quite sweet.
Yeah.
My book's a mess.
I thought the way I could escape actually from here was use the Thunder Step, which is like Misty Step, but where you were, everybody gets thunder damage. So I thought, maybe not.
hello, I'm back. Sorry.
No worries.
Right. Did you get my message? Feel free to add on those hit points.
Oh,
Everybody
except Fiona.
Sorry, what?
Thank you. Cool. Cool.
What was that?
So we get back the damage we lost?
So you all get back your hit points. Fiona, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, which you have.
I have.
All
It
right,
wasn't
so
good.
So I'm back to my normal hit points then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm there then.
So you don't take the damage when it's cast.
It's on your turn. yeah.
Oh, I see.
So Fiona, you take 23 points damage.
Oh man.
Cool. Do you know how many hit points I have?
Yeah, 23 apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
One
summon
hand
up
giveth,
courage
the other
to-
taketh away.
You summon up the courage to pass out, and then Graham, it's your turn.
I'm still tied to this flipping pillar,
Yeah,
so.
could I get you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, I'm rolling really bad today, so.
Don't say that. See?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do I roll this
Let me
every
tell
time?
you
That's
about
not
bad
good.
throws.
Yeah, alright, you take 9 points of poison damage. And what do you want to do?
I want to get off this flipping pillar for a start. Do I, what do I need to roll?
Strength check? Athletics if you wanted to try and...
I'd be better off with athletics, yeah. 19.
Yes, this time you just pull it out,
Okay.
straight out of your bonds.
Alright, I'm going to move to here. My bonus action, I'm going to whack him with my sword. Not my sword, my shield. I still got my stuff?
You certainly have your armor and your shield, yep.
Alright, I'm going to boff him with my shield then. I'll try and push him back. Actually, no, knock him prone might be better.
Seriously, don't push him back. It's gonna push the other guy into the portal.
So that is athletics or acrobatics. Athletics, yeah. So you got to beat 25.
Sorry, you're pushing him, shoving him.
Yes, with my shield.
You do push him.
No, knock him prone. Sorry, not push him.
Okay. Alright. I don't know why he's got that. But he's not prone. Oh, because he's hexed. That's why I got that. Okay. Want to do anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Alright. And Bron, I'd like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please. You take 11 points of poison damage as you breathe in the horrible. Oh, actually, hang on. It is the case. Actually. Crack on.
We
I
can hear
was
you.
talking. I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can hear you.
Good, good, good. So I'm. Where is this creepy thing then?
It's that thing.
What? That thing.
No,
Okay.
this thing.
I'm. I can't step back because then it would get an attack of opportunity. So I'm going to hit it with my longsword. Okay.
With advantage.
Yes. Very, very well put. Thank you. Drummond. I use Drummond.
All right. So as you pull out Drummond and again attempt to hit this thing. Why did you put me in front of that bloody thing? What's going on? Told you I'm not hitting anybody. I'd like to roll a Constitution. Straight Constitution check, not a save. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a Constitution check. 17.
All right, so you just sort of ignore him as he starts spouting gibberish at you and just like try and hit this thing, hitting it on the back, but not managing to damage it.
What the hell? I'll try again.
Oh, okay. This time you do hit it.
Don't die.
You do 6 points of damage.
Play nice, Drummond.
So as you say that, as you sort of like you say that to him, you hear, "Oh, I was just Drummond, fellow. I'll get mentioned." And okay, 3, you're up. The plan. You take 15 points of poisoning damage.
Why did I take so much?
Because you failed your
Right.
30 if it failed his save.
Yeah, that would have been pretty
I'm
bad.
going to move here, which I believe I can do without getting an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
And I'm going to heal. Oh, I don't know. I'm rolling it. Doing it again, aren't I? It's 1d8 plus 4. 12. 12 hit. You'll heal for 12 points. I don't roll it for if you're unconscious. I get my domain.
Cool, yeah, 12, right? Thank
Yep.
you.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Shamal. All right.
And that's me done.
Okay, then drifting cloud.
So, can I actually come? Can I like shove this guy and come to his spot so he's on the side
Yep.
without losing my action?
Yeah, you can push him. He's probably not an unwilling creature, so.
Okay. And I will, as my bonus action, I will curse it. And I say, "You will die for real."
For real.
For real, man. So he's cursed and hexed, and I will attack it. Ho ho!
You're running really well today. That hits.
So that's, let's see. So that's 23,
Okay.
and I attack it again. Oh my god!
And describe how you kill it.
Okay. Let's see. What does it look like? I can't even see it. My first attack chops off 2 of its arms, and the second one just goes straight into its neck from the back and just impales him on the ground. And that's
Cool.
its on.
And it is dead as a dodo.
Who wants to go inside the portal?
So as you say that, you turn around and you see the portal is sort of sputtering and disappearing and splutters away,
Okay,
as well as the fog
excellent.
disappearing.
Fjord, are you alright?
I am, thank you. It took a bit of a hit, but I can fix that, thank you.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to do my constitution roll, by the way. Should I do it now?
No.
Okay.
Well, probably, but don't worry about it.
No, it's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, but I forgot to do it before. No.
But it's
I
not
will-
gonna. Actually, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, why not?
Because it may change things.
Yeah, I might
Was
be
it
dead.
Cloudsville?
It was, yeah.
And I will actually drink a healing draught.
Why do you ask, Braden, Mr. Rollfire?
No, don't worry.
Sure.
It's concentration, so he would have
is.
needed to make a
I have been rolling.
Constitution saving throw.
I have been
Oh.
rolling Constitution saving
Good
throws.
man.
You scroll up, you'll see them every time you got damage.
All right, so Cloud, you do take 19 points of damage, but it doesn't knock you out, so you do continue to kill him.
Yeah, and when I killed it, I healed as well. 4 plus 5, 9 points.
At this point, Ackley wakes up and goes, "Whoa, dudes! What a night! Who are you?"
You must be Ackerley.
And we are here to bring you the word of Lord Kellum.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
And we are here to
Please
bring you
bring-
back home.
So at this point, you take stock of the situation, and whilst you find you sort of have a look along your belongings, you find that any potions that you had on you have seemed to be disappeared, as well as the large bag of platinum pieces that whoever was carrying was carrying.
That was me.
You find that has disappeared as well. Although the secret stash of coins that you keep with you has not been touched.
Damn it.
Wait,
Well,
when you say potions, is the vials that Cloud gave me with the alchemist fire, are those also? Do those count or not?
Yeah, if they look like potion bottles or anything
Yeah.
like that, they probably would have been.
Oh, let's go and find our stuff.
Fuck.
Must be around here somewhere. And also,
was
I'd really
just
like to
potions.
kill those other guys.
Let's look into this room first of all. Do we see anything?
Are we able to take a short rest as well to
Yeah.
heal up?
Yeah, short rest would be nice.
So,
In
Graham,
for the essence of time, because it is quite late, or getting quite late. You hear that the dungeon has got very quiet, and get the impression that whilst they've dumped you in front of this mesolith, everybody else has probably maybe done a runner, and Ackley's looking at you pretty confused. And this one,
what did they take from us? It was just all of the potions.
and and the large bag of platinum pieces.
Motherfuckers! Thankfully, we only got paid half up front, so we
Yeah.
can still get the other half when we get back.
Yes, next time let's just get paid everything at the end.
There's also problems with doing that as well.
That's true. Live and learn. So, okay, then for speeding through this, can we agree that we are basically making our way out, but looking around as well for our missing stuff as we do?
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to take Ackley with you? He
Yes.
doesn't seem to be particularly bad. He's happy to come with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the way as well, I just ask him how he ended up here.
Yeah, and he sort of explains to you that he doesn't really remember. He remembers being in some sort of pub, drinking a lot of booze, and then he seems to remember some weird cultist fella came up to him and offered him salvation, and he seemed to think that was kind of a good idea at the time, from what he remembers, and just kind of followed this guy. And the next thing he remembers is waking up with you guys looking at him.
I try to persuade him that he should be careful about his ways and that it was really a close call and maybe he should listen to his dad a bit more.
Did anybody check the corpse of the...
Yes, we checked the corpses of the cultists.
And I tried to persuade him that he should follow Kellenvor if he's really looking for a place to find spiritual answers. Then
Do any of you explain that you're taking him back to his daddy?
I don't.
I wouldn't. I would just go that way and see if
Let's
he.
say you're coming with us, Sunshine.
We just pretend we were lucky bystanders. Well, he's lucky, not us.
Okay, so the rest of you follow. You have a quick look around the dungeon on the way out. You find that it's eerily empty. All of the acolytes have left. It's almost as if they feel like they've left you to your doom, and you get the distinct impression that maybe they've gone to find more souls for harvest. or maybe they were just scared of you. You're not really sure which one. You do find an office that has a few bits and bobs in it, but doesn't seem to have any of your gear. What's that?
Okay.
Did you want to do anything else?
The bodies of the...
So the bodies, they don't have a lot on them. The acolytes certainly don't. They only seem to have their robes. You find a grand total of 7 gold pieces across the guards in an assortment of copper and silver. That adds up to 7 gold pieces.
Okay.
Is there any kind of map or something that would indicate, I don't know, some other places that they might have?
No.
Okay. Cool.
No. In fact, it seems to be quite self-contained. You get the impression that it might be they're probably going to come back. Although certainly you dispatched the thing that was seemed to be trying to harvest souls. In fact, actually, all of you roll another Arcana check after having had a little look around and inspected the Mesolith. All right, so Graven specifically remembers somebody telling him once in a pub how it felt like you almost went to a lecture, or you don't remember too well, but maybe through the haze of the beer or the boringness of the person talking to you. But you do vaguely remember, and especially seeing the Mesolith up close, you get the distinct impression that Mesoloths, whilst very magical and from the lower planes, would not necessarily be harvesting souls for their own purpose. You explained to the group that you know that they'd generally be working for a larger being or another source.
Wonder who that is.
You find yourselves back in Bastion Bay.
I whispered to Graven on the way that if the kid, the son, does any kind of trouble once he realizes we're going to his dad, you can just beat him up a bit.
Yep. Good idea. I got my eye on him.
I'd almost feel bad if we don't beat him up a bit, to be honest. I mean, it seems like the dad wanted it.
Yeah, I'll give him a clip round the ear, actually.
What, mate? What are you doing? We're friends.
That's for all the grief we've been through to come and find you.
And we should tell him...
We nearly died in there.
Don't worry about that, mate. My dad will sort you right out. He got loads of cash.
Yeah, well, we had loads of cash, but they nicked it.
Tell you what, what's his name? Accolade.
Yeah, mate.
I had a bag with 2,500 platinum pieces in it, and it's gone.
Oh, no, mate. You need to look after your cash bit better.
Well, if we weren't...
I'll give him another clip round the ear for that one.
Oh, what? What are you doing? Oh.
So if...
Are you heading to the port at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see the largest vessel in the bay, and Ackley at that point realized. So it seems to dawn on him what's happening. Oh, fuckers! You're taking me back to my twat-head of a father. He's gonna be well pissed.
And I whispered to him, tell you what, if you convince your dad that he should give us an extra 2,500 platinum pieces...
Mate, if you think I could convince my dad of that, do you think you'd be finding me? You're almost as much of a dick as he is.
I'll really smack him around the head now.
Oh, all right, mate, all right, calm down, calm down.
For the watch.
Alright, let's just bring him to the boat, the ship.
Yeah. Bless your lips, sunshine.
All right, so you take him to the boat. And he's all right, Pa, how you doing? And yes, quite. Why don't you go and amuse yourself in the galley? A buffet down there. I'll come and deal with you in a moment. Oh yeah, great, bit of food. Oh, I'm starving. I sort of disappears down into the boat.
Give him another smack on the way.
And Captain Buckcake comes up to me and says, "Oh yes, very well done on bringing me my son back. I had the utmost faith that you would deliver on your promise. Let me sort you out with the rest of the money that you still wanted." And he sort of clicks his fingers, and some guy goes sort of like disappears down underneath, comes running back to like a small chest, and hands it to Graven. And you sort of open the chest, and there is 2,500 gold pieces.
You mean platinum? Oh, right, sorry, gold pieces.
No, I mean 2,500 gold.
Okay, sorry.
1,500.
No, okay. They're not paid in platinum, is what I mean.
They are 2,500 gold pieces.
All right. Well, thank you very
Small
much.
chest. It's quite a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, of course, we're always looking for adventurer types to, especially ones with your pedigree, to lead. I've got a few ships who could do with a strong hand. If you've got the sailing experience, I'd be keen to hire you for more missions. More help. Or you could come along as a tougher hand on some of our more difficult journeys.
Yeah, I think we can handle those jobs just fine. Just call for us when you need our help.
Yes, quite. Well, it will be seen. Well, good day to you then. I have a ship to prepare, and we are breaking anchor shortly.
Very well.
Unless there's anything else I can do for you. But he doesn't really seem to actually want you to say yes.
Not at all. We'll be on our way. Thank you.
Very good. He sort of turns and walks away, disappears below the gallery. As you head off the ship, you just sort of hear a "Ah!"
I'll call back. Hit him again. Harder.
Kinky.
And at this point, I think it would probably be best to head back to Flamescar.
Yes.
Yep.
As if by magic.
The shopkeeper appears.
Allow for auto though. Musical tunage.
Wow.
Very well.
You're going to ask me about fucking experience.
We might.
What do I do about this chest of 2,500 gold pieces? Is this going towards the...
To the vault, I would say.
Let's come
the
to my
fund
place
for the
and talk
trading
about this.
post?
Yeah.
Let's make a massive donation to fucking cultists with it.
No, I invite you all to.
That's very kind.
I invite you all to my place just to discuss this privately. It's a very oriental decor with pillows, no chairs, just pillows on the floor. Very colorful.
Where's your furniture, mate?
What do you mean?
Where am I meant to sit?
On the roof.
There's some very comfortable pillows. Take a seat. And
Alright, you all get 500 XP each.
Thank you.
We probably should give 3 some more because he did do a lot.
I'm afraid that's not how XP works in D&D 5e.
All right.
He fought those things single-handedly, Graham.
He did.
He did. He still gets 500.
And he couldn't have done it if we weren't asleep.
Under my feet.
In the way.
We don't even notice all of that happened, actually.
Yeah, it would have been worse if we hadn't been doorstops.
Actually, we'll probably raise some questions when we saw the corpses on the floor on the way out. But
For the what?
when we saw the corpses on the way out.
Well, those are the ones you killed.
Well, we didn't kill them. 3 did.
All right. Oh yeah.
I'm just saying we were asleep during the whole thing, but then we saw corpses, and that would have raised some questions. Would 3 would have shared this with us, or
He would have. He would have probably, yes.
okay?
He said he would have explained what happened.
Wow, well done, and thank you. I think I owe you one.
All right.
Yeah.
Does
All right.
anybody want anything?
I just wanted to ask the guys if they wanted to do the trading outpost on our own rather than do it through Flamescar, so that we can make all the money for ourselves. Because I think we can get to 5,000 gold pieces if we pitch in all our money.
We can.
I would, I would say so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we start
Yeah,
now.
I don't
then-
think we need to get any money from anywhere else. I think we can
Yeah.
get that money.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we can talk about it in Discord, but the idea is that we start building the thing. Let's just see how much gold we have if we all pitch in. So for now, I will still share the gold with, everything we made today, I'll share it with everyone equally. And then we can pitch in. And we have this cold dagger. A cold iron dagger and a spell scroll for inflict wound. I don't know if anyone wants that.
Is it just a normal dagger, or
Yeah.
are you gonna take a look at it?
Sorry, what?
Is it just an ordinary dagger, or
It says
Yeah,
cold,
special.
so... Graham, does it feel enchanted, the dagger?
It certainly isn't a normal dagger.
Fior, can you check it?
Yes. Can I check it, Graham?
So convenient.
Thank you. Ooh, fancy shit.
The probably most important bit to read is the cold iron weapons section.
Yeah, true. Sorry.
Extra
I'm so easily distracted by wiki pages.
It's quite convenient for against undead, fey and fiends.
Fey and fiends.
And it's magic weapon, so anything that's resistant to that, to regular weapons. Nice. But it is a melee weapon, and so is the spell, by the way. The spell requires a melee attack.
By the way, if it says care must be taken not to heat the metal too much lest it lose special properties, should I really hold on to it?
You probably should not.
I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna hand it back.
Anybody wants it?
I'm all right. I've got weapons now. He is.
Yeah, me too. Literally.
What about? Have we got any rogues? Who's rogues?
Elethane a little bit.
Can we put it in the vault and then?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he can see.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it in the vault.
Okay. Smashing. Glad you're all happy.
Okay. You can leave, Graham. We can keep talking without you.
I'm going.
Okay.
Have a fun-filled evening.
Thanks a lot, Graham. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Glad you enjoyed it. See you later.
Bye.
Cheers.
See you on
Bye.
Friday.
Anybody wants to scroll, by the way? Or I'll put it in the vault as well.
What was the scroll again? Sorry.
It's the spell Inflict Wound, which requires a melee attack. And then if it hits, it does 3d10 necrotic damage. Which is not nothing. It says melee spell attack.
I've got to go, guys. Good night. Have a cheers to the game.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Right, anyway, to think about. I'll just put it in the vault for now, unless somebody wants
Put
it.
it in a
Yeah.
vault. We can still.
We can chat
split it
about
up.
it on Discord.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
Coolio.
Well, I'm off. Cheerio.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.